Hey guys, it's Jen with Glasses, and I'm streaming Star Trek Judgement Rites. Yay! Happy Thursday, everybody. I just realized I forgot to bring up a couple of things that I absolutely need, including my star chart. Your heart is true. You're a pal. Thanks for being a friend, Fino Berta. Thank you for being a friend. Alright, star map. I want to sing Starboy every time I open up the star map, but I'm not going to. I'll save your ears and just sing the Golden Girls. Alright, let me get that, and then I need my key. The funny thing is they don't give you the key guide in the GOG Judgement Rites package, but they do with the 25th anniversary. It's the same, but I'm surprised they don't give it to you with both. Because you kind of need it when you're battling it out, and it's annoying to have to go through the manual to find that. Alright, I got my stuff I need. So, last we left... we're on this ship. Everyone on the ship is in some way mentally impaired. They're either emotionally imbalanced, or their IQ is really low, or there's like other things. They're like neurologically things are going on. There's this giant supercomputer that they've been traveling in space a long time. It's been damaged and repaired several times, and I think it's drugging them and making them sicker. There's a mom who had been growing her son's food in the hydroponic garden, and something happened that she doesn't understand, and it's not growing food anymore, and so she's extremely worried. She does not want to feed him the food the computer gives them. There's all kinds of things going on. So let's go in. If we can't figure it out, I'm going to give it 20 minutes. I'm going to look for a hint just in case, because this was a nightmare. Hopefully I know which game. Was this the last one? Ooh, crap. No. This was an old one. Let's do one. No, where did we put that game, guys? Third room. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Why did I do this way? Jen from Monday, curse you! Alright. Hey, Real Ambrosine, how you doing? I'm trying to find my game. Nope, we got out of this place. Nope. Dang it, what did I save under last time? Did it not take my save? Okay, we're in here. That's... Okay, what do we have, though? What's in our... How you doing? Oh, man. No, we have so much more stuff than this now. So this was what? This was... Oh gosh, guys! What did I do to myself? Okay, let's put it this way. Okay. What do we have in our... Nope, still don't have that. Okay. So this is where I was kind of going with this. Okay, so that was 13... I don't know what I was thinking, guys. Whoa! This is a way throwback. Alright. This is a way throwback. This was from a long time ago. We're not doing this. Okay, so... Is it 13 that was this? We'll start from here and we'll figure it out. There's a teddy bear over here that we need to grab. I know that for sure.
If you want the bear, you'll have to beat me at this game of chess.
Oh, I remember this. Okay, so Spock has to do the game of chess.
A complex situation.
It's actually...
However, check and mate.
How'd you do that?
He cheated you, brother. He must have cheated you.
No, that's a legal move. Here. Take the
I love
bear.
that they have chess. They've been traveling through space.
I promised, and I do what I say.
Okay. So we have the bear.
I think it's a dumb game. That's what I think of this game.
Okay. Oh. His brother loved that game.
I think it's a dumb game. That's what I think of this game.
Oh. I feel bad. Oops, nope.
An ordinary door of dimensions comfortable for any human-sized race to use.
I guess. Alright, let's go. So this is the kid. I remember that from last week. How you doing, the real Ambrosine? So this is the kid. Oh, let me go back and we'll take care of this puzzle too, because I now know how to deal with the king. Go over here. Hey, buddies. There's all these plants everywhere. What can we do to make the plants grow? I don't know. Pal and a confidant. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for the host, Gadabi. And
A noble-looking woman. You have my permission to speak.
oh, thank you, sir.
You stand out remarkably, bearing yourself like a queen. Yet these
Thanks for the host reading the wall.
treat you as royalty. Surely you have royal blood flowing in your veins.
Bloodlines do not dictate who my ancestors ruled in the lands of Kush and Timbuktu. We may speak as peers, you and I.
I need this
Oh,
request.
I am so glad to find another of royal blood. I am so tired of sitting here all the
No,
time.
I'm not starting over. I can't find my save. Dave, I can't find it, so we're gonna go through. This is the oldest one I can find.
Not let anyone else sit on the throne. And now I'll finally be able to go and get some rest.
Sure. I want that scepter he's holding, but I guess not. Was it 10? Huh, well let me save it here. The save this is 1.
Save new game. Replace delete previous
Okay,
game.
save.
Replace save new game.
Replace. Let's save it in our machine real quick. Then I'm gonna load 10. I thought it was. We'll see. It'll only take a second. I'm glad you remember that from last week. Not last week, the beginning of the week. Ah, okay, good. You're right. It was 10. Good job, Dave. Dave gets extra bonus points for remembering where I saved it. That's terrible. 9.5. Hi, Brax. How you doing? Alright, so we knocked down this light. We still don't know what to do about it. Let's scan it and see.
A meter-long, electrically powered illuminative device with attachments at each end to access the power grid. The nearer attachment is cracked and does not sync firmly. Consequent irregularities of the power flow have damaged the light bar, and it is likely to fail in the near future.
Okay, it's likely to fail. There you go, Tentacle Jen. How are you doing tonight, Brax? Okay, so we've got this weird food thing which has sedatives in it. We want to give the guy who's hyped up. Oh, we got this already. What is this? We got this light fixture thing. Hey, zombie man!
Nothing unusual about that object, Captain.
It's a light bulb. They use fluorescent light bulbs in the future past. I don't know how long the ship's been going. Can we hit this?
The light panel is already
Oh, we don't have to do anything to it. Alright. So let me just look at each of these things. No, quick, because I just want to remember what they are.
a long twist of insulated wire,
Okay, we have a long twist of insulated wire.
a prepackaged meal,
This is the meal with the sedatives in it.
multicolored blocks suitable for a child to play with.
These break down to be, I think, like the way that we've tried to do that before in the sorry, I'm not making any sense. These break down apparently to be plant food fertilizer. We tried to put them in to feed the plants. They said we can't take them in this form, which was weird because I wasn't trying to do that. So interesting.
A sealed tube with connectors at either end, which can provide illumination when inserted into an appropriately powered socket.
Okay. All right. And we've got this, and then the other stuff's just basic. All right. Well, we still can't talk to this kid.
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Who are you?
Jakesy.
What can you tell me about this place, Jakesy?
They were giving me a hint. Well, nice. They were giving me a hint that you could put it in some place to provide illumination. But no place has been too dark yet, Braxton, so we'll just have to see.
Can you smile for me, Jakesy? Is there something you want, Jakesy? What can you tell me about this place, Jakesy?
The sweet-faced adult shakes his head no.
Okay, and he's got his... he loses his teddy bear every time we talk to him. Yeah, well, we'll see. What are you doing, dude? Keep Wait. Oh, that's a pen and pink. Hang on. This is the mom that's very sad, and I feel bad because she feels bad and she can't feed her kids, and I feel I feel bad for her too. I just want to see. Can we? This up.
This appears to be a room to sit or talk or
Because there's this
relax.
conspicuously
a
there's.
kind of all-purpose living space.
Hey, Joy killed it. Or maybe you just look like you're gonna use them that way. Oh, that's true. How you doing, Joy? This looks so much. Let me pick these up. It looks like a fountain pen. There's a fountain pen sitting there. We can't pick it up. Come on, game. Seems really.
I didn't know you had a green thumb, Jim.
I'm from Iowa, Bones. We've been farmers for centuries.
All right. What happens if we have somebody else?
A charming plant, Captain.
A charming plant. How are you doing tonight, Joy?
A charming plant, Captain.
Hopefully you guys' weather wasn't as crazy as it was out here, because we had hail about an hour ago. And I'm like, what is even happening? Why do we have hail? Alright, so we got the medicated food. Ooh, I do not like these guys. They keep dropping in on us. I'm not happy with them. Go away. These Klingons keep clinging on. Alright, so there's something wrong.
The ceiling supports a complex network of pipes with vines growing between them.
Okay.
These plants look green and healthy, with strong stems and shiny leaves.
These look green and healthy. What about these? Okay, guys. You're like don't do anything in here. Is the plant on the end different? Oh, it is.
These plants look brown, pinched, and wilted, although their root systems are as well developed as those in the other hydro bins. Attached is a sealed metal keg with a feeder hose attachment on top. A trace of greenish mold rims the connection joint.
Ah, let's scan this and see. I missed that last time. The dead one. It's dead.
A chlorophyll-based plant species. Minor evidence of opportunistic disease incursion, but that appears to be secondary to reduction in overall plant vigor.
Okay. So let's send Spock over there and see what Spock, where are you? There you are.
These plants do not appear to be particularly healthy.
Really, Spock? Alright, let's see if James T. Kirk can do anything, since his family's been moisture farmers forever, apparently.
Being born on Earth in an agricultural district has prepared you to recognize when certain plants are not thriving. That definitely describes these plants. Not thriving. The stems are shrunken, the leaves yellowish, and many
The dead one
have
describes
fallen
your
off.
plants, Joy.
The plant clearly tried to set some kind of fruit, but the little blackish green balls couldn't possibly qualify as becoming anything edible in the foreseeable future.
Okay. I love that because he's from Iowa, he's a plant expert. I usually can keep my plants alive. Not my indoor ones, but like my starts, and I get them outside. My garden does pretty well, but I don't really have any houseplants. They get eaten by Bob. You forget to water, then Oprah compensates. You're teaching them to be strong, Joy. You're teaching them survival of the fittest. If they can't survive, that's the plant's fault. Not your fault. Okay, so what can we do? There we go. Can Bones do anything?
These don't look so good, Jim.
Oh gosh, dude.
He looks pretty healthy to me, Jim.
I just pointed at Uhura, so that's interesting.
These poor things look like they need something or they're going to die.
Alright, what can we do? Got this. Oh, is this what we do? Okay, good. Weak plants.
The neck of this container is the wrong shape for you to fit the blocks inside.
Why do we want to put the blocks in there, though? Let's scan the blocks again.
The blocks are an unusual organic substance high in compounds of phosphorus, nitrogen, ammonia, and calcium. In this form, the chemicals are inert and make a practical non-toxic toy.
So we need to make these a different size or get a different container is the real question. Alright, so let's see what it says again. I just want to see what it says again because it's trying to tell me what to do. It's like, for Pete's sake, lady.
The neck of this container is the wrong shape for you to fit the blocks inside.
We put them over here, it says
organics including phosphorus, nitrogen, ammonia, and calcium compounds. In this form, impractical to use as fertilizing nutrients.
Okay, well, how can we... Now, let's get Spock over here. What do we need to do to make them fertilizing nutrients?
There is nothing on the work console. Proceed with your work. This console is prepared to scan items anytime you are prepared to use it.
Okay, oh, hang on. Are we using the wrong hand again? I hate when it has us do this. Look, okay, this is the...
No effect.
No, we need to...
Being born on Earth in an agricultural
no,
district.
I want to take a sample of the plant and put it on here so the console can tell us what to do. But apparently, they don't know what I'm talking about. Just take a little sample of the plant. Actually, can this tell us anything?
A little recalibration. Not like these are people, after all. These plants are dying, Jim, no doubt about it. Basically, they're starving to death for lack of active organic compounds. Fertilizer, basically.
Lots of basicallys in there.
A certain soluble phosphorus, nitrogen, ammonia, and calcium compounds.
Soluble. So how do we make them soluble? That's a question I have. So we have the right. We can fix this. We just need to make them soluble. All right, let's get out of here. So how can we? Where can we make them? How can we make them soluble?
Do you have some intention in mind when doing this, or is it just a random play with the blocks type of thing?
Maybe I just want to play the blocks, I guess. All right, so what is this thing? Is this just a table, or is this something special too?
The table is a sturdy construct of manufactured organic and inorganic products. 0.7366 meters high.
There's nothing special about it, Spock, thanks.
Meters wide and 4.641 meters long. In short, there's nothing special about it.
That's what you think. And they say I'm the crazy one.
Okay, what do you think is special about it, dude?
Go away. I'm busy. My table must be kept clean.
Okay. Ooh, can we take something from him? Let's see if we can take something.
The elderly alien blinks as he awakens and then scowls furiously.
We left you to guard our throne, to prevent the lowborn from usurping our place.
Oh, I didn't know he was going to do this.
Absence. What have you to say for yourself?
Your most puissant majesty, I left the throne warded by the royal guardian Confucius, who will not permit the unworthy to sit there without first establishing the quality of their bloodlines and noble privileges. As a queen in my own right, I do not act according to your wishes, however nobly inspired, my royal brother. I'm sure you understand. Your most puissant
I think this would work better.
I left
The elderly alien looks slightly puzzled.
You think us a fool, do you? We know the builders included no lion spirits in our home. Enough is enough.
Uh-oh. So now he's going back. Alright. Can we pick this up now? Oh, cool, we got his blanket.
You notice that the coarse weave of the blanket is a bit scratchy, but it feels like it would be thick and warm.
Okay, so what is the blanket? So we got a blankie, guys. I don't know.
Coarsely spun organic fibers, twill woven, dyed dark brown post-construction. It is just under 2 meters square.
Okay. Blanket.
A somewhat small greenish-blue blanket.
Okay, so we have a blanket now. Okay, I don't know what we're gonna do with that, but we have a blanket.
Protect me. They're after me.
We'll hurt you, so just stay back.
Alright.
We really don't want to hurt you, you know, but you gotta stay back.
Okay, so we need to get that guy. Wait, is this a no? I was gonna say, is this another way to go? So we've got to get we've got to break down these blocks Gotta melt them, or grind them up, or break them down in some way.
A potted plant. A potted plant.
Can we take that potted plant?
I didn't know you had a green thumb, Jim.
I'm from Iowa, Bones. We've been farmers for centuries.
This bothers me right here. Look at this thing right here. Doesn't that look like something? It's bothering me. Alright, let's go back and see what the king said now. He's all grumpy about everything. Oh, he didn't go back. Interesting. Okay, so we have a warm blanket. Can we just turn this? Oh, the lady who feels ice cold. Let's go take care of the lady who feels ice cold. The lady who's catatonic in here. Ah, she's not in here. Where's the lady who's ice cold? Is she... I feel like these rooms move around. Maybe I'm just terrible. I'm terrible at navigating. No, that can't... Okay, let's try in here. Here she is. Okay. She's...
Welcome back. Are you feeling better?
No, we still hate you. Alright, here we go.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
What?
A female of middle age is seated against one wall. Her arms lie limply by her sides, and her legs are outstretched, giving her the aspect of a discarded rag doll. She is completely motionless as she stares into middle distance, focused on nothing.
Okay. I thought they said she was really cold, but I guess not.
She's cataleptic, Jim. Completely submerged within her mind, completely withdrawn from external stimuli. If I were to put her arm up in the air, it would stay there until I moved it back down.
Psychological damage or something physical?
I can't be sure, even with rather extensive tests. But from the tricorder readings, I would say some psychological shock ruptured an inherently fragile...
That sounds like a bunch of gobbledygook, doesn't it, guys?
In ancient times, they would have said she was skittish or prone to a nervous breakdown or weak-minded. There are a myriad of childhood developmental blind alleys that might restrict her adult pattern creation representation
Bones, stop. You're starting to sound like Spock.
You do not have to be insulting, Captain.
It's like Forrest Kelly. Like he gave up after that. He's like, whatever. Alright, so I just want to see, is there anything that we missed that we can interact with? You'd be so tempted to put our arm up. That's what I want to do, is like be like, see if it actually stays there. Do you ever do that thing where you hold your arms out for a really long time, and then when you relax them, they want to float up on their own? Oops, I don't know what I just did there, but hey.
This is not a life form, Captain, but it does register with biomagnetics and considerable electrical complexity. If this is not a functioning, artificially intelligent construct, I'll eat my hat.
Good to know. Yeah, if you put your arms out, straight out for a long time, and then you let them drop down, they go back up. That's not the same thing as what she's got going on, but...
The guts of this machinery have been torn from the wall, leaving broken plastic and bent metal dangling. It doesn't look like it will ever work again.
There's like sparkly things.
Fragments of what looks like glass glitter sharply, reflecting iridescent gleams like oil floating on water.
Why would you want your arms to float?
It's
not that you want to, it's just a cool experiment.
It's impossible to tell what the glassy
cool
objects originally looked like. Evidently, someone deliberately smashed them, intending total destruction.
It sounds like a hobby would help this problem. It's something people talk about like in elementary school brats. They're like, hey, if you do this, and you're like, oh, it does. You don't know what it means. Okay, let's see here. I've gone to pick these up before. It's sort of like he kind of goes over. He cuts his hand.
These chips glitter like broken bits of iridescent glass.
They're diamonds. Okay. Cuts his hand on. Let's see.
You succeed in cutting your fingers and bleeding profusely from the many tiny capillaries in your hands.
Thank you. So great here. I just feel like we missed, we missed something here. There's a door over here, it's not. Alright, so we have a blanket. call up and see if they've got anything going on.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Beam us some fertilizer, stat. They can't do that? Bummer. Alright, so we've got a light bulb. They won't fit. We need like a bigger container. Alright, let's go back and look at this room again. Is there anything? Let's put this in here and see what it says.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
So the only thing they want to put in there is these things. It says not in their current form. Oh, can we... This is annoying. Can we do this to them?
Captain, stop for a moment. I think there must be some better method to this.
Okay.
Perhaps we ought to place the blocks inside the container first.
They told me this before.
So that volatile compounds do not disperse into the air.
But I can't get them in because it says I can't fit them in. Ah, you jerks. What are you doing here?
My aide and I are merely observing.
Look, Captain Clar.
And
I don't like to be stared at. Thank you.
Should I have an observation to share with you, I will certainly not hesitate to do so.
Okay. Well, we need to find another container, which we have seen none of. Let's go into another room. We're going to walk by him. Kirk's just gonna walk right through him. It's fine. Oh, we were just... Okay, that's weird.
Welcome back. Are you feeling better?
No. Goodbye. We don't want to eat any more of your crazy food. Alright, so we need another container. This looks like a perfect container. Hey, Bumblebee Bat! Classic adventure game hype. Woo! Yes, I'm really excited about this. This is like a perfect container right here to zap them in. How can we cut them down so they'd fit in the container? We either need to... What we can do with them? Can we put them over here?
Do you have some intention in mind when doing this?
Yes.
Or is it just a random play with the blocks type of thing?
Gosh, so sarcastic.
Do you have some intention in mind when doing this? Or is it just a random play with the blocks type of thing?
He thinks he's so smart, but he hardly is ever useful. Okay. He doesn't want any dust on his. Alright, let's put a blanket on there and see what happens.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
He wants no dust on this table.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Oh, you know what? This guy tries to keep the lights working. Let's give him this light.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
He says he wants to keep the lights working. Dang it. Alright, so it's not good either.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Really?
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Thank you, Captain Kirk, for knowing what's not necessary but not knowing what is. Come on, move. Sometimes the way that the away team assembles, I can't touch things. I'm like, you're right, please move. And they don't move. Okay, we've got this. You just like...
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's
So that's
necessary.
not necessary either. We can't get that. This looks like a closet here or something. It's a weird little thing.
A book.
Alright, what book is it? Did we get to that book before?
It's taking a little time for the Universal Translator to work. The great horned oxen bellowed as the moons eclipsed. The shining willow palms shuddered in the smoke.
You can never really do justice to poetry if you try to translate it literally.
Okay, Uhura. She thinks she's such a poetry expert. Actually, she probably is.
What an uncomfortable chair.
Okay, so there's nothing here we haven't looked at. There's these weird lights above here. Nope.
It is a grid work over a recessed lighting mechanism.
Okay, not helpful. Can't grab a pen and paper. Is there any room we haven't been to? Because we walked through here a while before and we thought we'd seen all the rooms that we had. There's gotta be a container in here. Can we put these in here? You guys are super annoying.
A light scans the blocks And after a protracted pause, a mechanical arm pushes them onto the floor where you retrieve them.
Okay. What about this?
A light scans the blanket, and after a protracted pause, a mechanical arm pushes it onto the floor where you pick it back up. Evidently, there are some things the machine cannot process into a food box meal.
Okay, we need... Is there anything in here that we can do that we haven't done already?
This appears to be a kind of all-purpose first aid station and medical dispensary with computer-aided diagnostics.
Okay, that's where the food came out of. Is there anything? All right, where are we at? 10:33.
This machine appears to be made from solid uranium steel. It appears to contain computer processors for the medical unit. I detect numerous redundant circuits and fail-safes.
Reminds me of Vulcan anatomy.
I guess Dr. McCoy has to be specious, I guess. I guess maybe it's maybe he doesn't just dislike Vulcans. He just dislikes Vulcan culture. Like he just thinks that they shouldn't repress their emotions at all. Okay, what can we do? Okay, who have we got with this? We've got Spock, we've got McCoy, we've got Uhura. Won't really let us look at this too carefully.
A sealed metal keg with a feeder hose attachment on top. A trace of greenish mold rims the connection joint.
Right, can we...
If you really think this is necessary, I would suggest that one of us should detach it first, Captain, lest the feed mechanism be damaged by the phaser.
I tried to do that before, and you wouldn't let me. I tried to do that before.
The feeder hose comes free, and a mechanism pulls it out of the way. But a terrible stench rises out of the container, smelling like many things died in there long ago.
Okay. Is that the... Okay, well...
Being metal, this is going to get very hot, you know.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Oh, well, good to see you, Real Ambrosine. Hope you have a good time at work.
The nutrient broth in this container has become contaminated. It should be disinfected
have a good
before
night,
the container
or
can
day,
be reused.
whatever time it is where you are. Okay, can we... Oh, good. Now we can disinfect it. Ooh.
The container heats up rapidly and foul-smelling smoke pours out of the small opening on the top.
I don't know, so we're going to hit with the sprinklers? I hope not.
This container must be refilled with nutrient broth before it is replaced for use.
Okay.
Two feeder hoses roll out on wired mechanisms and insert into the container. From one flows a clear liquid nearly filling the container. The other hose just makes burping noises.
It just makes burping noises? That's unfortunate.
Inadequate nutrients.
A single feeder hose inserts itself into the container. Nothing flows out, however. It just makes burping noises.
Alright, well, can we put the blocks in here?
The blocks fit through the opening, splashing as they plunge into the liquid.
What about now? Do we do this right now?
Inadequate dissolution of nutrients in liquid medium.
Alright, let's try shooting with the phaser again, guys.
The container heats up slowly and the sound of bubbling echoes from inside. You stop, and the container quickly cools.
I think that did it.
Oh, thank you. Puzzle solved. All right. Let's go back and see what it says.
This container of nutrient broth is ready for use.
Yes. Okay, so pick up the container. No. Yes, I know.
Nutrient broth is ready for use.
I know. Let's go do this.
This container of nutrient broth is ready for use.
I know. Nothing a good phasering doesn't solve. You know, we saw some mold contamination in the other episode or other chapter too.
You take the metal keg.
Thank goodness. Thank you for letting me take the metal keg, even though that's... Alright, put it over here. Gosh,
You
they're really
settle the
staring us down.
container back into the niche it was removed from. The feeder hose, looking shiny and clean, rides out on some mechanism and reattaches to the newly filled container. You hear gurgling and see the nutrient broth begin swirling through the liquid medium. The dying plants seem to perk up before your very eyes.
That's how it works. Okay.
The species still seems a bit strange, but you expect that. Nevertheless, even as a youngster back in Iowa, you knew when a plant could
Very
make
rarely
a
can a plant make a healthy comeback.
And these certainly are doing so.
Once they get to that point, they're pretty much, you know, start over. Starting over.
This chlorophyll-based plant species has the capacity to produce edible fruits, which may offer significant nutrient value. These would be safe for human consumption, or Vulcan for that matter.
Alright, we fixed this. Let's save our game. Saving.
Save new game. Replace previous. Delete previous
Actually, I'm going to start deleting these. Okay.
Save new game.
Plants. Alright, let's go in the other room and see what we can do. Come on. Let's talk to her and tell her we fixed her plant. As long as those Klingons don't kill it.
Hi there, I'm Captain James. Are you feeling all right, ma'am? You look so sad. Would it help to tell us why you look so... Hi there, You look so sad.
Do you have any children, sir? I do, a son, and I've just not treated him right. Tried to do right, but everything died, and I can't give him what he wants, what I think he needs.
A mother's job can be difficult. I'm sure. What died? Did you...
I was thinking of hurting myself, and the Fays told me that wasn't good. That was true, and I got something to eat and felt better. But when I tend the plants in the garden, some of them died. The ones that give fresh fruit.
You didn't mean to kill the plants, did you?
No, of course not. Before Tuscan ruined the reader in the Fays Oratory, I read about those plants. They need phosphorus, nitrogen,
She didn't tell us this
ammonia,
before.
and calcium compounds to grow their best. Something's wrong now. I think that's how I killed them. Plants aren't getting fertilized, and I don't know how to fix it.
The woman's eyes brim with tears.
So basically, we didn't do the right conversation tree, and we didn't get the very specific instructions.
Hi there, I'm Captain... Are you feeling... You look so sad. Hi there, I'm Captain James.
I'm called Maul. My son is Stambob, and I failed him. I feel so badly. I'm a terrible mother.
The woman's eyes brim with tears.
Okay, we need to tell her that her plant's fixed now. Let's go over here. What do we have to do? Do we have to, like, scan it? Oh, does that have fruits already?
The nutrient additive is making these fruit-bearing plants grow at an astonishing rate.
Oh, can we now, are there now fruits we can pick off and give her one?
This chlorophyll-based plant species has the capacity to produce
does it have any, though?
fruits, which may offer significant nutrient value. These would be safe for human consumption, or Vulcan, for that matter.
Not Klingons. Alright, well, let's see if we can take some.
Jim, we don't have time for that now.
Guys, they're just annoying. They're everywhere.
The species still seems a bit strange, but you expect that.
What are we supposed to do?
Nevertheless, even as a youngster back in Iowa, you knew when a plant could make
We're
a
an
healthy
Iowa
comeback,
genius.
and these
living in a
certainly
state
are
that
doing
has
so.
farming makes you an expert in farming. I gotcha. Okay. Thanks for the host, Johnsy. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. Screw the Klingons. I like Worf. These guys are just creepy though. Alright, so when is this gonna finish?
The nutrient additive is making these fruit-bearing plants grow at an astonishing rate.
Okay, so when can we get... We need to be able to tell her that. I don't know when we can tell her that. Because we need to get the... Either we need to get the fruit off and take it to her, or we need to tell her, go check, they're not dead anymore. Your son's gonna be okay.
The species still seems a bit strange.
Okay, what about this?
Jim, we don't have time for that now.
Worf is only half Klingon. I know you meant Klingon. No, he's full Klingon. His son's only half Klingon. He was adopted by... Oh gosh, such a nerd. Worf was adopted by human parents because the outpost that his Klingon parents were at got attacked by Romulans, and Starfleet picked up the survivors, and he was one of the survivors. I don't know why I should know that, but his son is the one who's half. He's full Klingon. He just was raised by humans. Why am I even... I'm sorry, that was just beyond. I watched a lot of TNG as a kid. Same thing. Maybe not. I don't think Alexander thought so. Alright, so... Who can we send over to talk to her?
I think this female would be more likely to benefit by Dr. McCoy's attentions, or perhaps Lieutenant Hoover's.
Worf. I will say one thing about Worf, who's not a good security officer. They had people stealing stuff on that ship all the time.
All readings are normal, Captain.
I didn't want to do that. I'm surprised you're not annoyed.
I could try to talk with her if you wish,
Sure,
Captain.
go ahead.
I could try to talk with her if you wish, Captain.
Sure, can you talk to her?
Hi there, I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise.
I'm called Maul. My son is Stan Bob, and I failed him. I feel so badly. I'm a terrible mother.
The woman's eyes brim with tears, and she can't continue the conversation.
No, that's not what I want to do. Why can't... Okay, you can go over and talk to her, then go over?
I could try to talk with her if you wish, Captain.
Oh, that's right, you're... Dave out-nerds me. His son was 3/4 Klingon. Alexander's mother was half human. Braxton, human parents made him squishy. He was a soft little boy. All his feelings. Okay, so... I know what the game needs. We need to acknowledge that the fruit is there, and then she'll help us with the other guy who needs to be tranquilized because he's ridiculous. We can get into the other room. The fruit! Okay, cool. Finally, there's fruit. Okay, cool. We're gonna pick some up. I'm like, when is this gonna happen? This took a long time.
The red fruit comes free easily, dropping into your hand like it belongs there.
Okay, cool. It's basically tomato. Tomato plants, when they get diseases, are awful. Okay, let's give that. Yeah, they're tomatoes, guys. They're cherry tomatoes. Gosh, these guys are...
You got the plants to give fruit again, and I'd given up. Oh, I'm so happy. But I don't want to eat this. My son loves fruit, can't get enough, and I want him to have this. Please take it to him. He should be playing in the sleeping hall. I've warned him about not talking to strangers, but it's all right if you do so. You can tell him I said it was okay.
Oh, I hope we didn't ruin that conversation. Now she's happy, but how? We need her to help us with the thing. Alright, sleeping quarters are this way. Okay, here we go. Gosh, Okura's uniform's so tight. I feel bad. She must be very uncomfortable. That skirt looks like it's about to roll right up. Why can't she take it to him? I think she's just drugged up from the computer. The tomatoes are too heavy for her. They are.
This is for me? Wow, thank you.
Stamp Bob.
Mom would really be happy. She has been so sad about not being able to give me what I like to eat. Even though I told her it was okay. She was really, really sad. Now she'll be really happy. Thank you.
Okay. Can we talk to Stamp Bob now?
Hi there, remember me?
Uh-huh. I remember. You want to ask me about something.
Tell me about Tuscan and his friend.
Yeah, because he, Tuscan broke the thing.
Tell me about the playroom. Tell me about your mom. I think that's all for now, Stamp Bob. Go on, tell me about Tuscan and his friends.
Tuscan and his friends aren't nice to me. They're nice to my mom because they trust her, though. She's the only one that brings them food. Sometimes she brings me safe food, too, but she hasn't lately. I get pretty hungry because the safe food I put away in a secret place isn't any good anymore.
Oh, boy.
Tell me about Tuscan and his friends.
The teenage voice is really bad. It's very like crockly.
Tell me about the playroom.
It's through there, through the east door. Tuscan and his friends have taken it over.
Oh, don't play baseball.
Except they don't play mean to my mom. That's on account of they think she won't let the food be bad.
Tell me about Tuscan and his friend. Tell me about your mom.
Her name's Mom. She takes care of the garden.
You can see where they try to cover all the bases in case you hadn't discovered her.
She brings me fresh fruit. Says it's good for me. I like fresh fruit, whole bunches. She hasn't brought me any in a while, and what I put away in a secret place isn't looking good anymore.
Tell me about
I think he's supposed to be a kid, but they missed the mark. Braxton says I sound more like a teenager than he does. Yes, Braxton, you do have a young voice.
Tuscan and his friends aren't nice.
Okay, stop.
To me.
I don't. Okay,
They're
we're
nice
done
to
with
my
you now.
mom because they trust her.
We're done with you, Stan Bob.
She's the only one that brings them food. Sometimes she brings me safe food too, but she hasn't lately.
Okay.
Tell me about the food. I think that's all for now, Stan Bob. Go on back.
I already know what to do, dude. Because okay, now can we talk to his mom now and say, can you please? We need you to give this to the dude that's wigging out in the playroom so we can go see what's in there, because I have a feeling there's important stuff. Is it this way or the other way? I have a feeling it doesn't matter. Hey, Bobadino, how you doing? Alright, let's talk to this mom and say, can you please, like... We did. We gave them. Can we now have a different conversation with you?
I have to thank you again for what you did for my son. I was feeling so depressed.
Boy.
Because I couldn't give him the fruit I know is better for him than what the Fays make in the machinery. I don't trust the machinery food. And that's why I tended the garden. Made fresh food. Even Tuscan will eat food I give to him. And he doesn't trust anyone. If you ever need help, just show me what you want to give him.
Okay. Oh gosh, these guys. Yeah, it does really nice. Although it's funny how they beefed up all the Star Trek guys like they're going to be action stars.
Tuscan will only accept food
They look
from
like
you.
Bowflex junkies.
You said you'd help us after
they're like gym rats.
Will you give this to Tuscan?
Normal tranquilizer levels don't have a normal effect on Tuscan. They might make him mad, or almost anything. If there was a way to increase the dosage in one box of food, I'd deliver that for you. But this would be trouble.
Oh. Could we put the box... So we need to put more tranquilizer in the box of food. Can we put it through again?
Jim, I don't think that would be a good idea. It will just get reprocessed into another meal.
Oh.
The youngster Stan Bob comes to the doorway.
Mom, these nice people got me some fruit. It's fresh and everything, so you don't need to be sad anymore.
Son, I'm so glad. It means the plants are healthy again, and you won't have to eat food I'm not sure is good for you. Thank you, strangers.
I'm going back to my room, Mom. But I want
Yes, game, you've hit home the point. Oh, wait a minute. We can just use Dr. McCoy's.
There's nothing there that requires a ship's medical
What?
kit.
You can't drug it up? You can't drug him up? Yes, you can.
As a meal, the food in this little box is a tad high in carbohydrates by human nutritional standards. Still, it would supply about 1/4 to 1/3 of a day's average caloric needs, and includes protein, fats, fiber, a bit of spices and flavorings. There are also drugs in the food, some of which we added, you know. It's quite heavy on the alkaloid tranquilizers.
Okay. Brock says, all this drama of fruit. Exactly. Oh, son, I'm so glad you have fruit now. I have fruit, Mom. Oh, boy. That fresh fruit, man, causing all those problems. How do we... Okay, cut this over.
A computer terminal with various access ports, a scanning rod, and a workspace.
How do we get... Alright, let's get Dr. McCoy on this. Dr. McCoy, this is your area of expertise.
This seems to be a non-emergency medical station. A first aid stop, you might say. Jim, I think if I check it out...
Okay, well then do it. Any minute now, Stan Bob's gonna come in and be like, that fresh fruit was just a ticket.
This computer gives me some standards against which to correlate data, Jim. These people are humanoid, certainly. But it would be a dangerous mistake to assume specific details of treatment would be the same. I can even use this workspace to concoct medicine if I've got the stuff to work with.
Okay, can we use this then? There we go, finally.
A light scans the food box and the computer screen lights up.
The food in this box has been prepared with standard quantities of tranquilizing alkaloids, calmatives, and euphorics. The drugs and chemicals added in preparation cannot be extracted without degradation of their potency.
Okay, well, let's have...
This seems to be a non-emergency medical station.
Ugh.
A first aid stop, you might say. Jim, I think if I check it out with my tricorder as a translation device, I might begin to better understand these people.
Alright. Okay, what are we doing here?
This computer gives me some standards.
So what did we
against
do? We put it in there.
This seems to be a
Okay, I'm killing you,
non-emergency
buddy.
medical station. A first aid
Yeah,
stop,
I know.
you might
Oh
say.
my gosh.
Jim, I think if I check it out with my
Just make this
tricorder
more
as a
clear.
translation device, I might begin to better understand these people.
I think this machine is more up your alley, Dr. McCoy.
Yeah, I just tried to do that. Alright, can we grab another piece of fruit and can we drug the fruit? Because maybe they won't eat the box, so they'll recognize it's from the machine. So can we take another piece of fruit?
The species still seems a bit strange, but you expect that. Nevertheless...
Okay, no. Can we take a piece? Thank you. Sometimes you can take stuff with the one hand, sometimes you can't.
The red fruit comes free easily, dropping into your
Hey!
hand like it
Hello!
belongs
Hello,
there.
Morwen. Good to see you. How you been doing? Thank you for being a friend. Klingons. Stop, Klingons. Alright, let's take this. We'll use it on this.
There's nothing
Yes,
there
it
that
is. We
requires
have
a
to
ship's
drug these
medical
people
kit.
up. Okay, can we put this over here?
A light scans the fruit and the computer screen lights up.
Ripe Varagoa fruit has minor healing properties when ingested. It is a high-quality nutrient source.
Oh.
When the fruit decays, under enclosed conditions, it may produce tranquilizing alkaloids. Although these are often accompanied by emetic and purgative-producing compounds. Are you seeking relief for yourself or for another?
For myself. For another. No, skip it. We'll just put this away and
For
go
another.
on to something else. For another.
If the person you wish to treat is suffering from A, malnutrition, or B, minor physical damage, then give them this fruit to eat for improvement of their condition.
Hang on, there's so much in the game,
There is
Warren.
no need to process the chemicals in the fruit to achieve this effect. If the person is not damaged in this fashion, but merely hungry, this is a food most individuals would find agreeable.
Okay, so we need to talk to the kid about where he hid his food that's all rotten and stuff. You're not going to chat much? You're so tired? Are you still doing your personal trainer, Morwen? That'll make you exhausted. Okay, so we need to go talk to Stam Bob again. I cannot believe they did this to us, but to go back and talk to Stam Bob, which might explain why he's so weird. If the fruit rots, then it makes like kind of tranquilizers. That's gonna make it like that might explain his behavior. A weird voice, and also. Okay, let's talk to him about his food. Where do you put that food?
Hi there, remember me?
Uh-huh. I remember. You want to ask me about something?
Tell me about the player. Tell me about your mom. Tell me about
I should have listened to this the first time, but I didn't.
The food out of the machines can make me feel really sleepy and not very good. Mom says it's because of the stuff they put in the food. Tuscan says it's poison and won't take any food from anyone but my mom. I put some good food away in a secret place, but the food doesn't look so good anymore. Do you want to see?
Yes,
Sure,
we want to see the rotting food. You have a session with her tomorrow. I've just worked a lot this week. Yeah, working a lot will make you tired too.
No, I don't. I think that's all for now.
Yes, we need to see it because.
The youngster opens a hidden cabinet near him, and a sour smell like rotting fruit flows from the opening.
See, it went bad.
We're taking that rotting fruit. Thank you very much.
It's slippery, sloppy, stinky, and goopy. But you collect.
Is that enough adjectives of her?
Thanks.
Bag. It's slippery, sloppy, stinky, and goopy. Oh boy. Alright, let's scan it and see what this says.
Organics in an advanced state of decay, Jim. They're releasing some alkaloids which would induce sleepiness and suggestibility. However, the first effect this mess would have, assuming anyone was stupid enough to try to eat it, would be extreme nausea. So it would never get into a sane person's system.
Well, good thing he's not sane. Let's go back and see if we can basically either make this into a food that's gonna have a lot of tranquilizers in it, or that he'll stop it. Go over here. Come on, Kirk. Happens. Let me see if I hear it real quick.
Save new game.
Replay. Ah, dang, these Klingons, they're just everywhere. Can you guys back off?
She looks at you with disgust and refuses the food.
Put it here.
Captain, that would not be a logical action.
How can we...
A light scans the reeking glop, and the computer screen lights up.
The alkaloids present in this organic mass can be reduced to a high-potency tranquilizer. The undesirable emetics and purgatives can be eliminated. The resultant drug should be mixed with prepared food and eaten to produce a soporific effect. Do you wish to prepare the specified tranquilizer from this mix?
No, skip it. We'll just put this away and go on to something else.
Continue.
Yes, continue.
Done. The drug is prepared. Bring over the food you wish dosed with the drug, and the tranquilizer will be added.
Okay, we can... I guess this stuff, mate? Which one? Can they do this?
No, I don't think that's necessary.
So we're definitely putting it in like a boxed mixture then. There we go.
A light scans the
I love that McCoy's doing none of this. This is all Captain Kirk.
The food in this box has been prepared with standard quantities of tranquilizing alkaloids, calmatives, and euphorics. The drugs and chemicals added in preparation cannot be extracted without degradation of their potency. The high-potency dosage of alkaloid tranquilizer you have prepared may be added now, if you wish.
Yes.
Go ahead.
We want to add that. Okay, 13 steps later, guys. Hope we haven't crashed into the planet yet, because that's a possibility.
Tusken will only accept food from you. You said you'd help us after we helped you. Will you give this to Tusken? It's heavily medicated, but that might help Dr. McCoy here to do something so he's better off.
I'll take this to Tusken now because I trust you. Go back to him and show him your food. He'll call for me, and I'll give him this instead. He'll be a good boy.
He'll be a good boy. Wow. That sounds like a little bit of a creepy statement. He'll be a good boy now. I don't know about this. Oh, come on. This is not the way this works. How is that? Okay. These rooms, I swear they shift around. Alright. Let's go this way. Come on, move faster. He's like this very slow, kind of plodding strut. And I do my little turn on the catwalk. On the catwalk. Apparently Captain Kirk shakes his little tush on the catwalk.
Protect me. They're after me. We'll hurt ya, so just stay back.
We really don't want to hurt you, you know, but you gotta stay back.
See here, Captain Claw. I told you those Federation scum would be nosing around behind our backs.
The Klingon observers seem interested in remaining to watch what goes on
whatever.
here.
I am hungry. So hungry. It looks like good, wholesome. Maul? Where's Maul? I don't take nothing from nobody. Nobody except her. You do something to it. Make me different. You
Yes, we
rewire
would
my head.
at this point.
Call for me, Tusken? I thought you might be hungry, so I brought you something you can safely eat. You know you can trust me, Tusken.
Yeah, I know I can. And I am hungry. Didn't want to eat something I couldn't be sure of, though. Give me that.
Okay. Eating noises.
Now I want to take a nap. Maul, you watch out for me, okay?
He's gonna take a nap. Right there. Okay. Now these guys gonna chill out?
I am feeling a little down, Captain Kirk. But don't bother about me. I'll be all right.
I listened to my brother Rackaback and to my friend Tusken. They say we have to protect this room and keep anyone from getting into it. Tusken's afraid. Well, Tusken's just confused. I don't think I should go into it right now, but he thinks if people knew all about this place, they'd hurt his mind.
Actually.
Be careful, brother. Remember that Tusken warned us people might seem nice, but not really be nice.
I don't know what would happen, actually. After all, I can't read the future.
I'm more interested in a good fight than in
well.
talking.
I listened to my brother Rackaback and to my friend Tusken. They say we have to protect this room and keep anyone from getting into it. Tusken's afraid. Well, Tusken's just confused. I don't think I should go into it right now, but he thinks if people knew all about this place, they'd hurt his mind. Actually.
Be careful, brother. Remember that Tusken warned us people might seem nice, but not really be nice.
I don't know what would happen, actually. After all, I can't read the future.
Can we get by them then?
Violence is not the correct answer to this problem.
I didn't think violence was the problem.
You stay away from my brother. What do you want with him? Do you want to fight? I love a good fight.
Phaser them really quick. We need to talk. I guess we need to talk to them. Can you give them food?
Yeah, that looks good. and I am hungry. But Tuscan always said not to eat nothing Maul didn't say was okay. Thank you anyway, but I can't take that food.
Okay, what can we do?
The chess game has been scattered across the floor and the board broken.
We need to... How are we gonna get past them now? Ooh. So they shove us. Can we hit them with the stun? Oh, good.
Gormagon falls, defenseless against the power of the phaser.
Inelegant, Captain Kirk, and perhaps unnecessary. I feel that a less brutal approach overall might have produced much better results.
Yeah, I don't like that way that turned out either. Do we have them? Did we get the medicine already? Oh, crap. I want to do that differently. I don't like how that turned.
A prepackaged meal.
Okay, we have this floppy stuff again. I have to listen to all this stuff. Okay, go put this over here. But I should have saved it when I went to the confrontation.
A light scans the reeking glop, and the computer screen lights up.
Yes, 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 we know.
Present in this organic mass can be reduced to a high-potency tranquilizer.
I don't want to shoot them. Like, I didn't think it would let me.
Can be eliminated.
But it did.
The resultant drug should be mixed with prepared food and eaten to produce a soporific effect. Do you wish to prepare the specified tranquilizer from this mix?
No, skip it. We'll just put this away and go on to something else. Yes, continue.
Done.
Okay.
The drug is prepared. Bring over the food you wish dosed with the drug, and the tranquilizer will be added.
Thank you. We'll just do this real quick. It'll all be fine.
A light scans the food box,
okay,
and the computer screen lights up.
The food in this box has been prepared with standard quantities of tranquilizing alkaloids, calmatives, and euphorics. The drugs and chemicals added in preparation cannot be extracted without degradation of their potency. The high-potency dosage of alkaloid tranquilizer you have prepared may be added now, if you wish.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Alright, let's give this to her. And then we're gonna go try and handle the situation.
Tuscan will
gotta
only
handle it
accept
better.
food from you.
They weren't not really letting us talk to them.
Us after we helped you.
I have to try different
Will you
people.
give this to
Maybe
Tuscan?
McCoy will be able to get
It's
through.
heavily medicated, but that might help Dr. McCoy here to do something so he's better off.
I'll take this to Tuscan now because I trust you. Go back to him and show him your food. He'll call for me, and I'll give him this instead. He'll be a good boy.
Yeah, he's not a real good boy, though. That's the problem. I wish we could click through these scenes a little faster. It's like, okay, let's go here, let's go here. Alright. Go to the playroom. Such a creepy name on a
Protect me.
On a spaceship.
They're
like, let's go to the playroom.
So just stay back.
We really don't want to hurt you, you know, but you gotta stay back.
Okay, they feel bad. We're gonna try and give him this food. Klingons.
See here, Captain Claw. I told you those Federation scum would be nosing around behind our backs.
The Klingon observers seem interested in remaining to watch what goes on here.
I am hungry. So hungry. It looks like good, wholesome. Maul? Where's Maul? I don't take nothing from nobody. Nobody except her. You do something to it. Make me different. You'd rewire my
Okay,
head.
calm down. Sorry I have to watch this again, guys. We gotta get through this. Wait, that is the worst possible dress they could have picked for her.
Call for me, Tuscan? I thought you might be hungry, so I brought you something you can safely eat. You know you can trust me, Tuscan.
Yeah, I know I can. And I am hungry. Didn't want to eat something I couldn't be sure of, though.
Okay.
Give me that.
Give me that. Give me that. I love it how, like, crunchy this food is.
Now I want to take a nap. Maul, you watch out for me, okay?
Okay, now let's save it real quick.
Save new game. Replay.
Okay, let's have Uhura. Here, Uhura, you deal with them.
Captain, I think there must be some other way to achieve what we're trying to do.
Oh, let's give him the blanket.
Fiendishly subtle, indubitably clever, and completely unexpected, which means nothing happens.
Let's talk to Maul.
I am feeling a little down, Captain Kirk. But don't bother about me, I'll be alright.
So we tried.
I'm more interested in a good fight than in
This guy
talking.
doesn't give us any answers.
I listened to my brother Rackaback and to my friend Tuscan. They say we have to protect this room and keep anyone from getting into it. Tuscan's afraid. Well, Tuscan's just confused. I don't think I should go into it right now, but he thinks if people knew all about this place, they'd hurt his mind. Actually.
Be careful, brother. Remember that Tuscan warned us people might seem nice, but not really be nice.
I don't know what would happen, actually. After all, I can't read the future.
So, what can we do here?
A lightweight plastic construction for a 3-level chess-like game.
Broken. Okay, what else is going on? Is there anything on here that I can fix or do with or help with them?
An overturned toy box. A pillow.
Oh, can we put...
Jim, given the mental states of these people, the less damage we do to their environment, the better.
In other words, Doctor, if we don't need something for our mission, we shouldn't touch it.
Well, how do we know? Like, can we put a blanket with the pillow? That makes sense to me.
Fiendishly subtle, indubitably clever, and completely unexpected, which means
it's basically a standoff with them. We can't give them...
Yeah, that looks good. And I am hungry. But Tuscan always said not to eat nothing Maul didn't say was okay. Thank you anyway, but I can't take that food.
Yeah, that looks good. And I'm hungry. But Tuscan always said not to eat nothing Maul didn't say was okay. And I'd rather fight you anyway. That's even more fun than eating.
Alright, what are we not getting here that we can do? Because we can't... Alright, let's talk to this kid again. Because we need to be able to get through to them.
Hi there, remember me?
Uh-huh. I remember. You wanted to ask me about something.
Tell me about Tuscan and his friends. Tell me about your mom. Tell me about the food.
Okay,
I think that's all for now, Stan. Tell me about Tuscan.
Tuscan and his friends aren't nice to me. They're nice to my mom because they trust her, though. She's the only one that brings them food.
Okay, that's not...
Sometimes she brings me safe.
Tell me about Tuscan and his. Tell me about the food. I think that's all for now.
So what can we do? What do they want? They won't do anything unless someone listens to them. Let's talk to...
I believe this room shows that this was in fact a sleeper ship, Captain. Notice the beds. They appear to be in general use now, but show every evidence of being cryo-sleep pods initially.
So what happened? Did they go to the wrong planet and then show up?
You want to fight? Okay with me. I'll hurt you, so you'll be smart if you just stay back.
My brother is always the tougher one, and I do like he thinks. Still, I don't want to hurt you. I'd rather not see anybody get hurt.
Okay, so what can we talk to them about?
See here, Captain Claw. I told you those Federation scum would be nosing around behind our backs.
The Klingon observers seem interested in
Also, I think it's unrealistic
what
for the
goes
Klingons
on
to chastise me for shooting them. Alright, so we've got...
Gormagon is one of the healthier individuals on this ship. Except for emotional stress, probably the result of being bullied by his buddies here. He's reasonably sound in mind and body. If I had to, I'd feel confident about treating him medically.
You would, huh? That's not what I was gonna...
Jim, let's save the med kit for a real
listen,
emergency.
I thought I clicked out of the med kit. Fine, okay.
Keep away from me. I don't need that. I don't want to hurt you, but I won't let you hurt me neither.
Captain, I don't think this is a smart thing for me
What
to be
can
doing.
we do? Like, who can talk to them? Okay, is it any particular person? You think I was right the first time with shooting them? But I've gotten low scores the last... Like, I've been pretty direct with each of these chapters, and they keep telling me, like, if I make choices that aren't the most optimal, I get low scores. And I feel like these guys were telling me that that was unnecessary. That I should have done something else. So that's why I'm like,
Nothing to report,
not gonna be any help at all, Captain. Get used to it. I feel like I'm not clicking hard enough. That's exactly the problem, is I'm not clicking hard enough. It helps. Click, click, click. Alright, what can we do here? Alright, I think that Spock should talk.
I think Gormagon may hold the key to our understanding of this situation, Captain. He seems rather more reasonable than some others.
Alright, well, let's talk to him.
I listen
See,
to my
I wonder if I'm, like,
brother
missing...
Rackerback and to my friend Tuscan. They say we have to protect this room and keep anyone from getting into it. Tuscan's afraid. Well, Tuscan's
Yeah,
just
see how it went
confused.
through it went to another dialogue section?
I don't think I should go
but I didn't
into
click
it
anything.
right now, but he thinks if people knew all about this place, they'd hurt his mind. Actually.
Be careful, brother. Remember that Tuscan warned us people might seem nice, but not really be nice.
I don't know what would happen, actually. After all, I can't read the future.
Alright, so he's the key. What can we do? Can someone else talk to him?
I think Gormagon is the one to click with, Captain. Fortunately, he seems pretty reasonable to talk to, or at least to interact with. Except for the way he's bullied all the time.
He's bullied all the time. Alright. Well, how can we...
No, I don't think that's necessary.
How can we get him on our side? How can we get him to be cool with us? We're cool dudes, dude. That is a ridiculous emote, song man. Alright. We need to talk our way out of this, but who should do the talking? Maybe we can just talk.
Looks more healthy than most of these folks, Jim. Let's just say I don't care to get into a dust-up
well
with
then
him.
what does Uhura say? She says he's reasonable.
Captain, I think there must be some other way to achieve what we're trying to do here.
What can we achieve what we're trying to do here? They won't let us do medicine on him. We don't have anything he wants. We tried to do the medical scanner on him.
Gormagon is one of the healthier individuals on the ship.
I don't want to fight you.
Okay,
Got
let's
no
not
reason
fight.
to.
Really, Jen? What? What can we do? What can we possibly do that would... There's not anything we missed out here. We go talk to the mom again and say, can you bring them food you approve of that's also tranquilized? Or just for one of the guys? Because it's such a long walk over here. The dust mote looking guy hasn't given us anything. Oh, she's gone from here, so we just won't ever see her again. Fine. Stop following us. Okay, so how can we get them to talk to us? We can't get the teddy bear back. That's like a permanent thing we gave away.
I find the situation in this room disturbingly irrational at first impression, Captain. I suggest we
that's from the beginning of the game. You don't have any new information since now, Mr. Spot. After all we've gone through, he's got this like jacket here. Is that a lab coat? Why are you wearing your hat backwards? Okay. It's a little disturbing that Stan Bob's the only kid on this whole ship.
You wanna fight? Okay with me. I'll hurt you, so you'll be smart if you just stay back.
My brother is always the tougher one, and I do like he thinks. Still, I don't want to hurt you. I'd rather not see anyone.
I don't want anyone to get hurt.
See here, Captain Claw. I told you those Federation scum would be nosing around behind our backs.
The Klingon observers seem interested in remaining to watch what goes on here.
Okay, how can we do this? How can we...
No, I don't think that's necessary.
We need to talk to him, but I've talked to him so many different times. It won't let me go to any of the other trees.
No effect. There's not enough left to play on or with after
We don't have any
Rakabak's
games
tantrum.
we can do either, do we? We don't have a checkerboard we can just pull out of our back pocket and be like, let's play some checkers or chess or whatever. It's fine with us.
That looks good, and I am hungry. But Tusken always said not to eat nothing Maul didn't say was okay. Thank you anyway, but I can't take that
So
food.
he's not mean. How do we... I'm in the same talk loop with him, okay? I can't...
I listened to my brother Rakabak and to my friend Tusken. They say we have to protect this room and keep anyone from getting into it. Tusken's afraid. Well, Tusken's
Alright, I don't know if that's
confused.
a... What did...
I don't think I should go into it right now, but he thinks if people knew all about this place, they'd hurt
Alright,
his
I think
mind.
I want to look up...
Actually.
Be careful, brother. Remember that Tusken warned us.
So I initially
people
did
might
this...
seem nice, but not really be nice.
I don't know what would happen, actually. After all, I can't
Well,
read
what
the
if I
future.
stunned the other guy and talked to him? Alright, let's try that.
Rakabak falls, defenseless against the power of the phaser.
An inelegant solution, Captain Kirk.
Now let's talk to him.
I listened to my brother Rakabak and to my friend Tusken. They say we have to protect this room and keep anyone from getting into it. Tusken's afraid. Well,
They didn't do
Tusken's just
anything.
confused. I don't think I should go into it right now, but he thinks if people knew all about this place, they'd hurt his mind. Actually, I'm sure things would change. It might be a change for the better, maybe. Maybe not. I'm not sure what to think of you. I just don't know if I should trust you.
Well, Gorgon, I think you should trust them. They've repaired the garden, which is good for all of us. They gave fresh fruit to my boy Stan Bob, when even his own mother couldn't manage that.
They treated us in ways churlish and unpleasant. As a personage of high standing, we say to you, Gormagon, that you should eschew their company as unworthy.
Captain, that blanket we're carrying, look how Atrioli is eyeing it. Let me give it to him and he might think better of us. I know this is something
they just took
you
over the game
treasure,
for me.
Your Highness. To show we hold you no ill will, please accept this gift.
Well, despite some misgivings I had, I'll accept what others have said about you. I think I should show you the way into the heart of the phase, the secret entry that Tusken is so afraid of. I feel that something good
What's we
can
supposed to
come
do
of
is
this.
stun his brother? Alright. There's a secret way in. Oops, sorry, dude. Whoa. Okay. Let me quick save it under something else.
Save new game.
Okay. Can we quickly maybe work with him a little bit?
Like so many others aboard this ship, he's the victim of developmental genetic damage. A chromosomal misalignment induces a greater inclination to violence.
Sounds good. What about him?
Jim, he has fairly extensive brain damage and may be causing paranoid delusions. It's also resulting in
well, let's go
increased
down.
level.
Let's talk to him real quick. Yay, guys!
I listened to my brother Rackaback.
Okay, same
and to my
dialogue
friend
again.
Tuscan.
No game.
They say we have to protect this
Couldn't
room
you have done
and
more
keep anyone
dialogue?
from getting into it. Tuscan's afraid. Well, Tuscan's just confused. I don't think I should go into it right now, but he thinks if people knew all about this place, they'd hurt his mind. Actually, I'm sure things would change.
Okay.
It might be a change for the better, maybe. Maybe not. I guess I'll just trust you to do the right thing.
Alright, well, let's go down here, guys. Actually, can we pick any of this stuff up? Too late. Wait, hang on. Before we go in here. Ooh, this is the actual thing. Hang on. Can we go back up? I just want to see if we can pick that stuff up, guys. I just want to see, like... Okay, so he's... Okay, he's gonna just go over there.
This reminds me of some people's quarters at the academy.
Yours, perhaps?
I wasn't about to name
Pick up any of this stuff?
I do not see the toy box's
I don't
relevance
know
to
either,
this
but
mission.
let's look at some of the stuff.
Jim, given the mental states of these people, the less damage we do to...
In other words, Doctor, if we don't need something for our mission, we shouldn't touch it.
Well, we don't
That's
know.
my recommendation.
Cup of noodles. Hi, Bisque. Noodles. I had to make some food. I actually did. Is there anything? I have to make sure before we go down there if there's anything we need. But I only play that on Saturday nights, Bisque. That's my Saturday night game, is Heroes of Might and Magic. Tonight it is Star Trek Judgement Rites. Alright, let's look around, see what's going on.
This looks almost identical to the containers that house
Alright,
the
well, let's
phage.
scan everything. We're scanning. We're scanning.
Nothing unusual
Really?
about that object, Captain. This is not a life form, Captain, but it does register with biomagnetics and considerable electrical complexity. This is the heart of a functioning, artificially intelligent person.
Alright, well, send Spock up and see what you can do, Spock. Oh boy.
This is not a life form, Captain, but it does register with biomagnetics and considerable electrical complexity. This is the heart of a functioning, artificially intelligent
This says,
person.
nice. I took my mom out for dinner to a new Indian place. It was good. We had to get out of the house for a bit. Sometimes you just have to get out of the house. I like Indian food. I never know what anything is because I'm not familiar enough, but I just order something and it's always good. I say, don't give me something too spicy, and it always tastes delicious. Alright.
It's probably sturdier
What
than it
is
looks.
this here?
This looks almost identical to the containers that
Alright,
house
so
the
what's
phage.
over here?
An opaque hemispheroid through which
Alright,
nothing
can
is
you do
visible.
something, Spock?
This bubble exhibits no interesting features.
Really? So nothing interesting about this bubble you keep describing. We don't describe anything else in the room.
The bubble seems to be part force field and part physical obstruction. Not quite like anything I've seen outside this room. If there is anything within, and I get no such reading, it is inaccessible.
So what are we really, like, there has to be something we can interact with. Just get that there, we did this.
I do not believe I can directly interface with that, Captain.
Alright, so what do we think we should do in here?
I don't know what to say, Jim. This place is genuinely weird.
This room is thoroughly fascinating, Captain. I theorize that this is a virtual space replica of the interior workings of the artificial intelligence which the Fays represent. The interface is seamless, and work performed in here is functionally identical to working directly in the computer. Like so much we've seen before now that is highly advanced technology, yet archaic 20th century style wiring carries the electronic information.
We have wiring. So, could we do this?
This doesn't seem to have any application here.
We can't look down at this here. Can we? What is this here? Dang it!
This looks almost identical to the containers that house the Fays.
Everything's like a little different too. I was trying to see this here.
To the containers that house the Fays.
I now see why the pointing finger in this game sort of looks like it's giving the finger. What's this one here? There's like another globe over here.
Some kind of equipment is dimly visible behind a
Alright, is this the little
bubble.
piece that Spock can interact with now?
Although visible, the machinery is inaccessible, and the exact nature of it indefinite. Lieutenant Uhura, might not your recent study of experimental communication and decryption devices enable you to make a clearer assessment?
This says gobi Manchurian, cauliflower deep fried in spicy corn batter, then pan-seared fried in onion, chili, garlic, soy sauce type sauce. That sounds really good. Now I'm hungry for that. I make a cauliflower steak sometime. It's really good.
There seems to be machinery which is dimly visible but inaccessible. I can't tell much about it.
You just said you could. Go over here.
There is nothing particularly interesting in an opaque bubble. It doesn't even reflect your image.
I had Uhura selected for a reason.
I'm sorry, Captain, but this seems pretty uninteresting to me.
She can't see what's in here?
There seems to be machinery which is dimly visible but inaccessible. I can't tell much about it.
What about over here, Uhura? I'm not done with you yet.
Captain, there's got to be
Yeah,
a
there
better way
does.
to handle
But the
this.
issue is that that's you. You've got to find a better way to handle this.
This is an unusual technology, Captain. I think it could be fixed if we knew a little more about how it was supposed to be.
How would we know that? If we understood a little more about how it was supposed to be.
This web-wire wall reads somewhat like an antique hand-wired computer circuit, Captain. And at the same time, like something which surpasses even what can be found aboard the Enterprise. This damaged area does not appear to be functioning, but based on information I acquired from my interaction with Puzzlewit, I could attempt to repair it with a connector.
I hate that some of these puzzles are just like, keep clicking until you click the exact right part, even though there looks like there's no difference. Okay, go on. There you go. Now you can try and repair it.
The information I acquired from Puzzlewit's mind indicates this could be a delicate operation, easily mishandled. I think we should start off with the connector from the light bar in order to complete these
nice.
repairs,
The
Captain.
connector from the light bar? Go ahead and do that, Captain.
If you'll bring that over to me, I might have a better suggestion if I
No, because guess what? Fine. We're gonna figure it out ourselves.
A sealed tube with connectors at either end, which can provide illumination when inserted into an appropriately powered socket.
Oops, wrong thing. Let's see if we can help. How can we... How can we... No.
Nothing unusual about that object, Captain.
Okay, fine.
Nothing unusual about that object,
Is this because
Captain.
Spock has to look at the lighting thing and then he can take off the connectors? This is trim.
I fail to see the relevance
Alright,
of
fine,
that
we'll take
action.
it over to you, but that's super annoying.
What do you want showing me this?
But you notice he glanced surreptitiously at his captain when
yeah,
he said
everybody else is voiced, Bisk. Uhura was just talking a second ago. Yeah, everyone else is Uhura, Spock, Bones, Scotty, everyone's by the original actor. That's true. Just because he's a Klingon doesn't mean he can't have a good idea.
I worked with things like these when I was younger. Given our surroundings, see if you don't find this.
Okay, cool. Here we go.
Allow me, Captain. Let me do that. The information I acquired from Puzzlewit's mind
Did he mind meld with
be
somebody?
a delicate operation, easily mishandled. I think you will find that
I don't think we did that.
Here. Lieutenant Uhura, if you will bring over that length of wire while I hold this in place, I believe we can get this repaired speedily.
Certainly, Mr. Spock. With that in place, I can see that it will easily fit. Here.
The final connection is made, and Uhura smiles widely.
That's it. That
You hear
fixes the
Uhura
broken
now?
connection.
Bisk. Okay, now the connection's not broken anymore.
Thank you. I am now once
And now I can
again
destroy all you
whole,
humans.
and no longer an intelligence divided against myself. The system you repaired will re-enable me to analyze and update received data from external and internal sensor systems, altering conceptual constructs of previously acquired data. These systems appear to have been malfunctioning for some time, although it will take additional review to clarify all conditions. Much may have been lost permanently.
Jim, do you notice? The phase isn't switching between I and we like it did in the oratory. And the voice is a single note, not a harmonic chord of blended voices.
And it hasn't suggested we go get something to eat either.
I am chagrined that my disabilities have endangered my mission. The compassion was launched with the best of intentions. If I can answer anyone's questions, I will endeavor to do so.
Captain Kirk, you don't mind
Yes, I
if
do.
I ask a question, do you?
You'll get your turn, Klingon. Just hold your horses. Other things come first. Be my guest, Captain. Ask away. You'll get your turn, Klingon. Just be my guest, Captain. Ask away.
That you give me first place to speak is a mark of honor, Captain Kirk, and does not pass unnoticed.
You're talking so long, you
in
could
light
already
of
be
the
finished.
urgency of your own questions. Hayes, this ship passed through the heart of Klingon space. We were not even aware of it until it was nearly out of our territory. We backtracked it and found it must have closely approached places we find sensitive. We expect assurances that data you may have collected there will not reach the hands of those who mean us harm.
We seek proof. We expect you to download your entire memory into our ship's computers, that we may search it for data you have no right to.
Thereby would you not acquire data to which you have no right?
My age speaks too strongly. While it is true we are interested in the knowledge and technology you possess, technology to pass through our empire undetected, knowledge of how to twist space back upon itself. For that data, we will treat with you as one civilized people with another. But it is a justified request that we ask you to destroy all data dealing with anything you learn within our borders.
Had I any data, I would agree to seal it. However, as you should have deduced, I have none. Until my sensory systems were repaired, my ability
Boy, this
to
is
receive
so much
and process
information.
data was severely impaired, especially in regard to external data updates. Based on my presentry analysis of nearby space, I would speculate that my only data on your present sphere of influence would be as that area of space existed a very long time ago indeed.
That is information for us to know, not you. Erase it.
Silence! Hayes, we would welcome
These claws like
access to
you're
that
stepping on my toes.
but on the same basis as we would bargain
Exactly.
with you for
Don't you have warp
technological
engines and
data.
cloaking ships,
We have
Klingons?
more to offer with you, I believe, than the Federation represented by these others.
Klingon kom parha, nesoe hadkla. So web kordo.
Too bad none of us speak Klingon, right?
Phase, do not be hasty making that decision.
I lack sufficient data.
Too bad none
to
of us are
make
fluent
any
in Klingon.
assessment. I can give no answer at this time.
The primary reason we came aboard was to find a way to stop you from landing on top of our colony on Atopus, which would certainly kill thousands of our people. Now that your external sensors are functional, have you altered your plans about where you intend to put the ship down? How did your systems become damaged?
I'm curious about what your builders really had in mind, shipping off all these people off-planet. There seems to have been some shadier agenda. The eugenics wars of our own past produced some of the ugliest abuses in human history, and notorious...
I'd be interested to learn more about those who built this ship. Their achievements certainly seem erratic in sophistication, but much of it goes beyond even what we are capable of accomplishing today. For example, the Paralens medium for recording computer data is something we are only now beginning to explore. That's all for now, Phase. I assume we can talk to you. The primary reason we came aboard was to find a way to stop you from landing on top of our colony.
No, Captain Kirk. I will certainly not set the Compassion down in a populated area, now that I can see it is there. I am at present in communication with the planetary authorities, and they are directing me to a stationary orbit until further arrangements can be made for my wards.
Yes.
Then are there other questions?
Is the ship still set to land on Atopus colony? How did your systems become damaged?
I'm curious about...
How did your systems become damaged?
I am sorry I cannot explain this at this time. I do not even know if it is explicable. But I will search my memory for an answer for you.
Yes.
Then are there other questions?
Is the ship still set to land? Please clarify.
I'm curious about what your builders really have.
I have no information about your eugenics wars. But a fundamental social philosophy of the builders was that civilized people of goodwill would tolerate and value variability as a sign of cultural and social health. That a civilization will be judged by its tolerance of disparate ideas, by how it treats those who cannot protect themselves, be they very young, very old, or otherwise challenged. By the measure of altruism extended to those less powerful, even when rightfully in possession of something desired.
A central aspect of Vulcan philosophy is embodied in the Idic. Infinite diversity in infinite combinations.
Maybe, but it kind of turned out to be a disaster, I think.
Similar high ideals.
High ideals, perhaps, but that does not explain why these people are in space, Phase.
More than this I cannot explain. However, you can locate additional library data under the heading Compassion. Oh, I haven't made it available. I should have done that immediately. I can't imagine why I didn't think of it.
Fascinating, Captain. That instance of forgetfulness makes it possible to speculate that the phase is not wholly restored after all.
Then are there other questions?
Is the ship still... Please...
I'd still like to know...
I'd be interested to learn more about those who built this ship. Their achievements certainly seem
erratic. Go through each of these and see what it's telling me.
My best recommendation is to examine the library records under Builders or Technology. There is more data than I can easily explain.
Yes.
Then are there other questions?
Is the ship still... Please...
I'd still like to...
I would still like to learn more about these people.
That's all for now, Phase.
Okay.
Best recommendation is to examine the library records.
We're gonna have to listen to so much information about these people to make a decision about something.
There is more data than I can easily explain. Then are there other questions?
Is the ship still set to land? Please...
I'd still...
I would...
That's all for now, Phase. I assume we
This
can
is
talk
not
to you...
over.
Is the ship... That's all for now, Phase.
I will do my best, Captain.
So basically, there's more to this chapter than I thought there was going to be.
There are more questions
Because we have this thing over here. Can we not interact with it? Well, I don't know what we're supposed to do with this thing. Okay, so let's look at it.
Than it looks.
What is it, though?
This seems pointless.
No, this is not pointless.
This seems
Dang,
pointless.
man.
I do not see the logic in that action.
How are we supposed to access this?
I do not see the logic in that action.
Okay. Oh, let's scan it.
nothing
okay,
unusual about
so
that
what
object,
is it
Captain.
exactly?
Captain, there's got to be a better
I
way
don't
to
know.
handle this.
Okay, what is this here? So this over here.
An unusual
Okay, well,
computer
let's send
terminal
Uhura
device.
over. Uhura.
Captain, this appears to be an intact reader decryption device with mated computer terminal, just like the one we saw damaged in the oratory. Similar experimental designs coming out of the research labs of the Malafide Institute on Karabidi 3 have shown up in the most current technical journals. This is quite sophisticated.
So what are we going to do about it?
Captain, this appears to be an unusual style of computer terminal. A reader device, most likely.
Okay, we
Lieutenant
just did this
Uhura,
already.
might
So the
not your
phases that
recent study of
they're
experimental
not
communication
fully
and decryption
combined.
devices enable you to make a clearer assessment?
What is this here?
An opaque hemispheroid through which nothing is visible.
This anomalous circuit has been repaired, and the energy flow indicates it is once again in full
So
use.
how can we access this thing? Because it's not letting us. It's not acknowledging that this is a thing here.
This seems pointless. An iridescent crystalline lens about the size of your palm.
There we go.
The crystalline lens feels cool and surprisingly heavy, with smoothly polished edges.
Oh, here, it probably goes in here. Does it go in here, guys? Yeah, it does.
The lens slips easily into the terminal's reading port and the screen activates.
Compassion. Diagi, decision. Shambrum. Philosophy. Builders.
Are you serious?
Exit database. Compassion. The name of ascetic class starship. The name signified the compassion for the travelers, all of whom were diagnosed with life quality inhibiting disorders of class 3 or higher. After a full generation of debate on ethics, a consensus opinion was reached. The so-called Diagi decision. Final planned destination of the compassion was a return to Shambrum in 4 generations.
Now, just 1 minute, FaZe. Are you listening? You keep saying you can't remember or you lack data or what have you. Even the library data seems vague, incomplete, and contradictory. If you don't know, then who does?
Forgive the pause. I had to think long and hard to discover if you had correctly passed this final test. You correctly identify the heart of the matter.
This is the part we get murdered, isn't it? Let me introduce you to my builders.
This is madness. FaZe, what is this?
Despite our misgivings, you have shown yourselves to be the representatives of spacefaring peoples we, the Brassica, would most trust to make first contact with. The contest has been in progress for some time. Situations in which your true colors have been explored. The invitation has been made. You may return to your ship if you prefer, or you may step through whenever you are ready. Then, the final round begins.
I think you have it right, Captain Clark. This is madness, Jim.
I think, Bones, it's Shakespeare who had it right. Though this be madness, yet there is a method in it.
I agree with the sentiment, Captain Kirk. There is something more going on here, far deeper than first appearances have suggested. I imagine you will accept the invitation.
It's never going to Klingons?
I will certainly choose
What happened to the Romulans?
or not. I believe the invitation is extended to all.
I will not permit that, Captain Clark. I will take all methods to prevent you. I will not go. It is certainly a Federation trick.
You begin to sound like Tusken in the other room. Get a grip of yourself and act like an
Okay, well, let's save this real quick, guys, because,
Save new game. Replace previous. Delete previous.
Delete this one. Save new game and just call it,
Save new game.
Brox, here we come. We're going to go see the Broccolis. Hey, Broccolis.
Captain Clark, I will not let you depart. These human scum have tricked you. If I have to beat up all of you, I will. You, Vulcan, you understand orders. Help me knock out my mad captain, and I will take him away and out of your hair.
I think we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna have Spock do the Vulcan neck pinch.
Startled, the Klingon's eyes glaze even as he glares furiously, struggling to remain conscious.
Captain, I told you they couldn't be trusted.
I'll send you back aboard, Raul. But unless the
This voice actor is not so good,
I
guys.
have to pass through that portal to explore what lies beyond.
Alright, here we go. Uh-oh.
Mr. Scott, they've disappeared off the sensors.
What do you mean, laddie?
They've
Just vanished. Vanished. Oh boy. Oh no. What have we done? What have we done?
6269.3. The landing party and the Klingon Captain Klar have passed through a portal in time and space. We're about to face tests by the
We have to confess every time we've eaten broccoli.
Success will mean formal relations. Failure will mean unknown.
Welcome. We applaud your willingness to confront the unknown.
Please tell us what's going on. Where are we?
Patience. I cannot answer all yet. Those elements of our society still ill at ease with your
What is
cultures
that face?
have more questions.
We've had enough. No more foolish tests. More tests. Let's just get on with it. I'd like to hear what the others think. We've had enough. No more foolish. I'd like to hear what the others think.
I will withdraw until you address me.
That's the brassica. They look like living broccoli, guys.
Captain, even though isolated, the brassica are quite advanced. It's certain their insights will be unusual and enlightening. The logical course is to establish a dialogue.
The brassica are calling the tune and expecting us to dance, Captain. It might be undignified, but all of us can make valid, responsible choices and stand by the consequences.
If I was meeting us, I'd be skittish too. We've
Okay,
gone
no
this
sense in
far,
quitting
no
now,
sense
good
in
to know.
quitting now.
I am grateful you included me, Captain. Representing the Klingon Empire, I believe we must not be cowed. Passivity may be regarded as
their name's literally the
undesirable.
brassica, and brassica is the family that broccoli comes from, and cabbage and a bunch of other things do. Alright.
Captain Kirk, I am
Literally broccoli men.
Are you ready?
Our mandate is to seek out new life, new civilizations. If we must do so, on your terms, we will. Explain yourself. We're not We welcome contact with the new race, but you try our patience. No, our mandate is to seek out new life, new civilization.
Listen. We have modified our legends by what we understand of your species. You will be asked a question and may discuss it. Only one person may answer. Begin.
Uh-oh. This is bad. Don't show the mustard.
I make the first query. It is that question posed to the heroic companions we call the Gerent. Answer this. Who among you may go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life? You may talk.
Who?
I will withdraw until you choose to speak with me. Remember, only one of you may reply.
Well, let's talk to everybody. Don't show the mustard. Do you eat your broccoli with mustard? I roast my broccoli with salt and pepper. It's good that way. Alright, let's talk to these guys.
The brassican's question is not, properly speaking, a riddle. A riddle has a right and a wrong answer. This is more philosophical, with many possible answers.
Then how can we possibly answer correctly, Spock? Or can we?
One answer will seem more satisfactory than all others, Captain.
At least we can eliminate you, Spock, from this horse race. I don't see any right answer for you to be the person who would go to the greatest pain in the pursuit of life.
On the contrary, Doctor. Respect for all living things is fundamental to Vulcan philosophy. A rigorous
the answer might be Bones because he's a doctor.
Variable justifications.
You aren't suggesting, Spock, that you're the right choice.
I believe I may be.
Thank you for being a friend.
I may not be Vulcan, but I'm the logical choice. Who goes through more pains in pursuit of
but
life
it could also
than
be
a
Uhura because she's the only girl. So, like, if she had a baby, then she would go through pains.
Gentlemen, I think you may be overlooking a fundamental difference between me and everyone else here. I am the only female, the only one capable of bringing forth new life. That qualifies me as the one among us who might go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life.
First, Kirk, I would hear you explain if you should be the one to answer. And why?
I'm sorry, Captain Clark, if I decide to present myself as the one to answer, and point taken. Very well. So that everyone has a chance to make their own case, I will explain what I consider to be the sensible choice. I'm sorry, Captain Clark, point taken. I'm a ship's captain. 430 lives depend on me. Too bad so many of them die every time he goes on the mission. Our mission is, in part, to seek out new life, new civilizations, so it comes down to me.
Am I any different? Does not my crew live or die on my decisions? I explore space for the Klingon Empire.
Starship Captain stands.
Thanks for the host, Shrimpy. Thank you for being a friend and bringing friends with you.
Visions for the future are pursued together. Whose shoulders the greater weight, Captain Clark?
No one has ever accused you of modesty, Kirk. See it as you will. You, surrounded by your fellow humans and officers, or me, the sole representative of my empire.
Jim, it's evident that each of us believes we're the right choice. I'm reasonably sure I'm the person they have in mind.
Uhura, because I think she's the answer.
Everyone can make a case for themselves.
As indeed we have, Doctor.
I fail to see how further discussion will alter the situation. Either you must come to some decision, weighing the strength of individual opinions,
or I get some hints out of our green host. We have our answer. Are you ready to hear it? We have questions to ask.
Okay.
Very well. Ask.
Hey, Shrimpy Ray! Hi, Minty Fresh 360. Hey, Shrimpy, how's it going? This is the living broccoli we're talking to.
What if I were to declare that there's not one right answer, but many?
There is just one answer we would consider wholly correct, Captain Kirk.
In reality, you expect us to answer two questions. What we think is right and what you think is right. We're ready with our answer. In reality, you expect us to answer two questions. What consequences result from an incorrect answer?
The overall test will likely continue, Captain. This is one phase, and we are examining the whole.
What if I were to declare that we can't answer because we don't know enough about your species? Tell us about yourselves.
Kirk's pontificating right now, so it's hard to get any word in advice as the streamer. Kirk's like, I'll talk for 30 minutes. Enjoy.
What if I were to declare that we can't answer because we don't know enough?
We are a timid people. I am considered a radical for believing it is time to contact aliens like yourselves. But even I am reluctant to open our doors hastily, for they will be more difficult to close.
In that statement alone, you let us know you have doors and that they open and close.
You see how they pry out our secrets?
Ooh.
This is too dangerous.
You see, Captain?
I say to you, we will not abuse the knowledge.
Good night, Colonel Sidequest.
You have created these questions. Give us something more so we can answer.
Very well.
No. It was agreed they should be given special assistance.
Their complaint is valid. Different species think differently. A hint seems appropriate.
Boy, the game's arguing things for me. I'm just sitting back.
Think through problems.
Well, Captain, are you positive you want a hint?
Yes, get on.
Bisk says, I'll talk for 30 minutes. Shrimpy, hey, I'm doing okay. You played a game for 4 hours and made 0 progress in the main story. But mini games and side quests are fun. Alright.
No, don't bother. We'll give our answer now.
Let the one who would answer be the next one to talk.
I think it's Uhura. I really do.
I don't have anything to add, Captain. Alone among the people here, I am female and capable of childbearing. The nurturing of a new life remains a uniquely female labor. Certainly, I am the one among us who might go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life.
Your answer is accepted. However, this is not to say whether this answer is right or wrong.
Ooh. He said, where's he gone?
The next question awaits, Captain Kirk.
Great.
You're nothing like the Gerent, who hold a special place in our memories.
Thank you for being a friend.
Question. Who among you wrestles most intensely with the chaos of life? Talk amongst yourselves. I will answer questions if I can. In the end.
And then she melted, Bisk says. Well, yeah, we don't know what happened to her. Alright, so only one of us wrestles with the intensity of life. I think it might be Spock.
Jim, I can't help feeling this question is directed at me. I can't explain exactly. Let me think about it a bit.
It's obvious you have never spent time among Klingons, Kirk. The life of the warrior is the struggle between control and chaos.
I must say it's Clar, so he'll melt and I don't have to deal with him anymore.
The Brassica know more of us than you, and I am certainly the one intended to answer.
I recognize your position, Clar, and if you thought the same as me, I'd have second thoughts. But I don't. As captain of the Enterprise,
he keeps saying this over and over again.
Everyone on board. Without a strong hand at the tiller, it would be complete chaos. Those demands make me the best answer.
As with the previous question, this is a question of judgment, Captain.
Meaning there's no right or wrong answer.
I suspect the Brassica would disagree with you, Captain. There is likely a specific answer
I
they
think...
expect. I can only speculate.
And?
Each of us can best make his or her own case.
Well, I know that, like, Vulcans, what's their motto? Something like instant diversity and infinite combinations.
To comprehend the fundamentally chaotic nature of the universe.
Chaotic? If the universe wasn't ordered, we couldn't make sense of it, Spock.
As you are certainly aware, Doctor, chaos defines the very nature of patterns. However, this does not mean random.
Well, that may be. On the other hand, I would be the last person to say a Vulcan wrestles with any concept. And don't you raise your eyebrow at me, Spock.
Alright, so... Infinite diversity and infinite combinations, or IDIC. Thank you, the potato. How are you doing? Alright, so I think it's Spock. I really do.
It is the heart of
also,
science
he wrestles with his emotions a lot.
The universe and its laws to make sense of what seems randomly chaotic. In the effort to extract comprehension from the unknown, I work to recognize the underlying patterns for which
I
life
keep
represents
my
the greatest
drawers
challenge.
organized.
Thus, I am the one
I have no
us
junk drawer.
who wrestles most intensely with chaos.
Your answer is accepted, Commander Spock. However, this is not to say whether this answer is right or wrong in our
then
sight.
he melted.
You expect me to stand by while my people keep disappearing?
The next question awaits, Captain Kirk.
This face, guys.
Congratulations, Captain. There are those among us
who doubted you could make it this far. The third question is somewhat different, but our heroes, the Gerent, found the answer. Solve this equation. Pig plus X equals
Pig
cow.
plus X equals cow?
Talk among yourselves.
Moo.
I will answer questions if I can.
The potato says, a face only a salad bar could love. Really? Pig plus X equals cow?
What kind of question is peace plus X equal home? These Brassicans are a peculiar lot.
What are you saying? The question was pig plus X equals cow.
Interesting, Kirk. I heard Tlok Pok plus X equals Zlok.
Don't worry, you got this, Minty.
To humans, it would translate to plant plus X equal hive paper. What did you hear, Doctor?
Well, I heard peace plus X equal home.
Which one do we answer?
The answer lies in the relationship of the questions. The relationship between the plant, peace, and a pig, or between hive, paper, home, and a cow.
Clar, if you can make that connection, you're a better man than I.
Goes without saying, Dr. McCoy. I am a Klingon.
I'm not impressed, Clar. The Brassica addressed me first. I think we need to answer pig plus X equals cow.
If there's only one answer, it should be sensible. Mine is straightforward. Peace and quiet makes a happy home. It's almost a cliche.
Reason enough to discount it.
Your candor is appreciated. I trust we'll have achieved some understanding before we have to answer.
They're only going to let
taking
one of us answer.
equations and line algebra and haven't learned anything. I don't know if there's a formula for what make like pig plus X equals cow. Oh, midterms. Always tough. All right. Why are we all hearing different questions? The only one that makes any sense is Dr. McCoy's.
Getting more than one question confuses things. I still have a gut feeling that pig plus X equals cow is the one. The answer must be something about shifting the letters.
I think it's about shifting the
I'll
letters.
get it in another minute.
So pig plus X equals cow. Alright.
I am convinced the correct answer solves for all the questions. I am certain that is the logic for this puzzle. If that is only half an answer,
so he thinks that it would have to work for all of them. Alright, so it's...
Pretty strange, Jim. But my question seems obvious. The X of peace plus X equal home has got to be quiet.
Alright, so they want us... So it could be that they all are related, like pig plus X equals cow. Peace plus X equals home. I don't know. Could they be like A... I don't... this is irritating. Because if this is a puzzle, I have to figure it out. Is it like A is 1? Because if we did that... See, I think... I don't know. I think Clapton Clar is right. I think that there's something that...
I am convinced the correct answer solves for all the questions. I am certain that is the logic for this puzzle. If that is only half an answer, so be it.
Let's save it.
Save new game.
Save it back her third room. Alright, so I really do think it is Clark.
They try to disturb us. They look for weakness
Okay,
we
dude.
must not show.
We are ready with our answer now.
Alright,
we have questions. We are ready with our answer now.
Alright, let's...
We have questions.
Very well. Ask.
If you tell us more about the gerund, maybe we can figure out what they would have answered. Can you give us a hint? Can you at least tell us if we've been answering you correctly so far? Please repeat the original question. If you tell us more about the gerund, maybe we can figure out what they would have answered.
The questions we ask have been suitably modified to allow for differences.
Great, they've already given us... They've already...
Is there something
I don't know. Let's just go with this.
We are ready with our answer now.
Let the one who would answer be the next to speak.
I am convinced the correct answer solves for all the questions. I am certain that is the logic for this puzzle. If that is only half an answer, so be it.
You have answered 2 of our questions incorrectly.
Crap.
This indicates to us that you are too different from us. We shall attempt this again some other time. You shall all be returned to your ship.
Well, that's why we saved it. We're all melting! So we answered one of them incorrectly and one of them correctly, man.
We're back on the Enterprise.
It feels like we've been dreaming.
It is logical to assume we shared the same experience. Unless the Brassica have psionic abilities they did not demonstrate.
Oh boy, this is the ugliest piece of broccoli I've ever seen.
To say that your answers were beyond our ability to tolerate. We had hoped for better from your species.
You should not judge any species from just one sample.
The captain is correct.
This is ridiculous.
It would be most illogical to make a decision based on such limited data.
Our data is broad enough.
Thank you for the follow.
Perhaps our species might form a bond of friendship.
I appreciate it so much.
We must remain apart. Farewell.
We didn't do well.
Message from Starfleet, Captain.
I have reviewed your report on your recent assignment, Captain, and have a few comments. I'll be frank, Kirk. Starfleet expects more out of you than that. If I were you, I'd do some serious soul-searching about my command ability. I would expect as much from a
Hi, Shredder.
but from Starfleet's finest. I'm going to have to forward my concerns to
gosh,
command.
they're going to
Kane
keep...
out.
Another message from Starfleet.
On screen.
Jim.
What?
We have evaluated your current series.
Man, guys, they're slamming us.
Your overall performance is well below Starfleet tactical specifications. You are to report to a starbase as soon as you've finished your assignment, where you will be relieved of duty.
Yes, Admiral.
I wish I had better news, Jim.
Oh my gosh, guys.
I'm sure we can find desk duty for you.
Desk duty?
I wouldn't want to waste that experience just because you
so
lost your age,
ashamed.
Jim. Perhaps you'd enjoy working at the Academy. Starfleet out.
The Academy?
Sorry, Jim. I don't know what to say.
I agree that our recent performance has been well below our standards, Captain. I do not, however, agree with the decision.
The Academy. I suppose I might like it. I think
Not
I feel
like this exactly.
taking a tour of the ship right now. One last.
Oh boy, that was bad. I know. Oh. Are they gonna let me? Okay, they were just restarting it because I can't do anything. Look, the stars are actually little floating triangles, guys. Yeah, we need to load it previously.
Load a previously saved
put under third room. Alright, so he's wrong. Sugarcoating anything in this game, or isn't this game's strong suit? No, it told me how it was. Alright.
We are ready with our answer now.
Let the one who would answer be
Well,
the next to speak.
Pretty strange, Jim. My question seems obvious. The X of peace plus X equal home.
No, I don't think
has
that's
got to
it,
be
really.
quiet.
The question pig plus X equals cow is an arithmetic puzzle in a word format. Convert the letters to numbers, add them, and you get 32 plus X equals 41. X equals 9, which makes I the answer.
Discuss this, and then address me when you are better prepared.
We're better prepared?
Pretty strange, Jim. But my question seems obvious. The X of peace plus X equal home has got to be quiet.
I am convinced the correct answer solves
So
for
he
all
didn't
the
accept her
questions.
answer?
I am certain that is the logic for this puzzle.
I'm doing well, Shredder.
If that is only half an answer, so be it.
Assume my question is the one to answer. Counting each letter of the words from its place in the alphabet, the equation 32 plus X equals 41 results. The answer is 9, and since I is the 9th letter, I is the answer to pig plus X equals cow.
Captain, I like self-assurance, but your belief
I've been
are always the
streaming
answer
for
is pitiful.
2 hours.
Why use a human
Shredder.
alphabet when not all here are human?
You will notice, Clara, that I have the only arithmetically derived answer.
Pretty strange, Jim. But my question seems obvious. The X of peace plus X equal home has got to be quiet.
We are ready with our answer. We have questions.
Very well. Ask.
If you tell us more about the gerund, can you give us a hint? Can you at least tell us if we've been answering you
I
correctly
forget what
so far?
chapter is, but I'm pretty sure we're at. I think we're getting very close to the end. If this is not the last mission, we're pretty close to it. Shredder, hey, Cheddar Man, how you doing?
Answers that have been accepted have been accepted. More I cannot say. Have you other questions?
We are ready with our answer. I want to get back to a different question. We'll talk.
I said this before, and they sent it back to me. We are ready with our answer now.
Let the one who would answer be the next to speak.
We tried Kirk, and they wouldn't take it. Got chat problems? I see you, Cheddar Man. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with your chat.
Pretty strange, Jim.
All right, let's
My question
go for
seems
this.
obvious. The X. If there's only one answer, it should be sensible. Mine is straightforward. Peace
Hi,
and
Glenn
quiet
Moo.
makes
How you
a happy
doing?
home. It's almost a cliche.
See, I knew it was Kirk, but they keep.
Our questions incorrectly. This indicates to us that you are too different from us.
I'm doing good, Glenn. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream tonight, as I failed again. Fun.
We're back on the Enterprise.
No, they're gonna tell us how badly we did, and I can't take it.
It is logical to assume.
Captain Kirk.
Come on,
You should not
really?
judge any species from just one sample.
Because they bounced me back when I picked Kirk. I thought that
to make a decision based on such limited data.
Our data
I don't want to hear how we failed again,
Message
guys.
from Starfleet, Captain.
Why won't they let us?
Report from your recent assignment, Captain. And I'll be frank, Kirk. Starfleet expects
Another message from Starfleet.
Danger, Captain is too stupid. Danger. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about it. It's like danger.
Your overall performance is well below Starfleet.
Yes, Admiral.
I wish I had better news, Jim.
Yeah, I'm good.
Sure we can find desk duty for you.
Desk duty?
You're chilling before cleaning. That makes sense, Glenn.
Just because you've lost your edge, Jim.
Age, you've no idea. This is awful.
The Academy?
They have 3 different people. They have basically 4 different people tell me I failed, plus my crew. Oh, it's the worst feeling. I have done a lot.
I do not, however, agree with the decision.
The Academy.
Ugh.
I suppose I might like it.
I'm so sad.
I feel like taking a tour of the ship right now.
Okay, come
One
on.
last tour.
Okay, yes.
Load a previously saved game.
Third room. Okay, well, we're gonna go back to...
The question pig plus X equals cow is an arithmetic puzzle in a word format. Convert the letters to numbers, add them, and you get 32 plus X equals 41.
They said that they wrote them like Star Trek
9,
scripts,
which
so...
makes I the answer.
Discuss this, and then
Yeah, Shredder, I've eaten. I had dinner earlier. Okay, so...
Pretty strange, Jim.
It's not that way.
My question seems obvious. The X of peace plus X equal home.
Okay, is there anything in here like we can...
quiet.
Oh, look.
It's not a living thing, Jim.
Well, here's the problem. They said you had one wrong before, so if you use someone you need them, aren't you screwed? That's true, Age. Crappity Crapperson. I don't know which one I got correct or incorrect, because... Alright, let's go. I wonder if we can go back. Oops, wrong thing. I'm not going through that again. Oh, good gravy. Brox. I want Brox. Okay, here we go. Yes, let's go through here again, and we'll answer the questions.
Captain Clark, I will not let you depart. These
Listen to
human
this guy
scum
again.
have tricked you. If I have to beat up all of you, I will. You, Vulcan, you understand orders. Help me knock out my mad captain.
Alright, so actually we're gonna do this quick. Okay. So, but I think you can still, if you get a certain amount right, but you're right, if it is the one that's like...
Startled, the Klingon's eyes glaze even as he glares furiously, struggling to remain conscious.
Captain, I told you they couldn't be trusted.
I'll send you back aboard.
And these questions are annoying me because the first two are definitely not specific. Like, it's not like I had to solve a puzzle. It's like, well, who do you think best exemplifies this? But it's very, you know.
Mr. Scott, they've disappeared off the sensors.
What do you mean, laddie?
They've just vanished.
Yet there is a method to it, their madness. Okay, I need to save here.
Captain's log, stardate 6269.3. The landing party and the Klingon Captain Clara have passed through a portal in time and space. We're about to face tests by the Brassica.
Okay.
Success will mean formal relations.
Good.
Welcome.
Good.
We applaud your willingness to confront the unknown.
Please tell us what's going on. Where are we?
Patience. I cannot answer all yet. Those elements of our society still ill at ease with your cultures have more questions.
We've had enough. No more foolish. More tests.
Good night, Misty Fresh.
I'd like to hear what the others think.
Thank you for stopping by. This is fun. Okay, no more foolish tests.
We've had enough. No more foolish. More tests. Let's just get on with it. I'd like to hear what the others think.
Oh, I will withdraw. Okay, now I can actually save it. Okay, thank you, game. Rocks. Okay, now we're good to go. Alright, I don't think it matters at this point.
Captain Kirk?
Yes, I am ready.
Are you ready?
Our mandate is to seek out new life, new civilizations. If we must do so on your terms, we will.
Listen, we have modified our legends by what we understand of your species. You will be asked a question and may discuss it. Only one person may answer. Begin.
Only one person may answer. Okay.
I make the first query. It is that question posed to the heroic companions we call the Gerent. Answer this. Who among you may go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life? You may talk.
I think we did right. I think the first time we picked Uhura, and I think we did right. I think the next one we did incorrectly. So I'm gonna have her speak. No, I don't think it's the doctor age.
I am female and capable of childbearing. The nurturing of a new life remains a uniquely female labor. Certainly, I am the one among us who might go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life.
I thought I was the doctor too, but he doesn't answer well here.
Your answer is accepted. However, this is not to say whether this answer is right or wrong.
We'll see. Okay, he's like, where is he gone?
Where is he gone?
The next question
which might be an indicator that it wasn't right. Maybe Gage is right. Alright, let's see. This one's a little more vague. But I think this one's the Klingon captain.
You're nothing like the Gerent, who hold a special place in our memories. The second question. Who among you wrestles most intensely with the chaos of life? Talk amongst yourselves. I will answer questions if I can.
I think this is the Klingon captain. I picked Spock last time, but I think this is the Klingon captain. If not, then I have it flipped.
My people have a tradition of controlled chaos, which tests our mettle, our strength of will and body. I rose to captaincy of the Palyard by being able to ride the wild kek, as we say. There is no doubt in my mind that I am the one who struggles most intensely with the chaos of life.
I'm not sure, like...
is accepted, Captain Claw. However, this is not to say whether this answer is right or wrong in our sight.
Okay, so I think both of those are now right, because they... When you get one too many wrong, they don't let you.
Congratulations, Captain. There are those among us
who doubted you could make it this far. The third question is somewhat different, but our heroes, the Gerent, found the answer. Solve this equation.
Oh, my nose is so itchy. Sorry, guys.
X equals cow. Talk among yourselves. I will answer questions if I can.
Okay, so...
Only one.
I think Captain Kirk is right.
We need to think. I'm sure we can work out the trick they're posing with this question.
Pig? plus X equals cow. I heard the question quite differently.
What are you saying? The question was pig plus X equals cow.
Jim, I heard quite clearly. Peace plus X equal home. What did you hear, Spock?
Chicken plus X equals reality.
Which one do we answer?
Maybe only one.
Well, we know it's not
answer.
Dr. McCoy because I picked that last time.
I think mine is. Peace plus quiet equals happy home. It's almost cliche.
Your equation didn't say anything about
Thank you for being a friend.
How is another question.
Captain, you hear one question, I hear another.
Thank you for being a friend, Goody.
Sensible.
My face.
Logic dictates identifying the pattern. I believe the Brassica expect us to realize there is no pattern. Specifically, there is no answer.
Your candor is
Cow and
appreciated.
chicken.
I trust we'll have achieved some understanding before we have to answer.
They're only going to let one of us answer.
All right, well, let's talk.
Pretty strange, Jim.
Oh, I hit the wrong person.
My
I don't want to talk to him.
seems obvious. The X
I think we figured it out and they
plus
wouldn't let
X
us answer
equals
last
home
time because
has got to be quiet.
Getting more than one question confuses things. I still have a gut feeling that pig plus X equals cow is the one. The answer must be something about shifting the
Kirk
letters.
had a good thing last
I'll get
time,
it
but
in
they wouldn't let
another
me answer. They kept bouncing it back. Ah, that's not Dr. McCoy. That's
Pretty strange, Jim. My question seems obvious.
that
The
looks like
X of
Spock,
peace.
but it's,
Captain, you hear one question, I hear another. None are sensible. Logic dictates identifying the pattern. I believe the Brassica expect us to realize there is no pattern. Specifically, there is no answer.
We are ready with our answer now.
questions.
We have questions. We are ready with our answer. We have questions.
Very well. Ask.
If you tell us more about the gerund, maybe we can figure out what they would have answered.
The questions we ask have been suitably modified to allow for differences between your people and ours. Is there something else?
We are ready with our answer. I want to get back to a different question.
Very well. Ask.
If you tell us more about the gerund, can you give us a hint? Can you at least tell us if we've been answering you correctly so far?
Answers that have been accepted have been
we accepted them.
accepted. More I cannot say. Have you other questions?
We are ready with... I want to
All right.
talk it over and get back to you.
I get no response.
You get no response.
This is what I picked last time.
Assume my question is the one to answer. Counting each letter of the words
Thank you for
from
doing
its
the math
place
for
in
me,
the
Captain
alphabet,
Kirk, by the way.
The equation 32 plus X equals 41 results. The answer is 9, and since I is the 9th letter, I is the answer to pig plus X equals cow.
Oh, I think they have this mixed up. I think that whoever was
My
doing the
question
points of
seems
like
obvious.
what
The X
activates
of
what
peace plus X equal home
vocal, I think
has
even
got
got
to be
confused. But
quiet.
this is obviously Spock.
Captain, you hear one question, I hear another. None are sensible. Logic dictates identifying the pattern. I believe the Brassica expect us to realize there is no pattern.
No.
Specifically, there is no answer.
Assume my question is the one to answer.
Come on.
Counting each letter of the words
Also,
from
hi,
its
Lazy
place in
Panda.
the alphabet, the equation 32 plus X equals 41 results. The
Come
answer
on.
is 9,
Alright,
and
so let's
since
talk to him.
I is the 9th...
Actually,
We are ready with our answer now.
Let the one who would answer
before we do
be
anything,
the
let's
next
say
to
this.
speak.
We'll go. Thank you for being a friend, Hippo. And thank you for being a friend. All right, let's talk to this guy.
We are ready with our answer now.
Let the one who would answer be the next to speak.
We are ready with our answer now.
That's
We
what
have
I'm
questions.
doing.
We are ready.
Let the one who would answer
Oh, I guess I have to pick him
be
like
the
this.
next
I have
to
to do it
speak.
this way.
The
It is
question
gibberish
pig
right now,
plus
Lazy
X
Panda.
equals cow is an arithmetic puzzle in a word format. Convert the letters to numbers, add them, and you get 32 plus X equals 41. X equals 9, which makes I the answer.
Discuss this.
This is what it did last
and
time.
Then address me
and then it wouldn't let me go any farther, so I'm hoping then it'll let me go.
Pretty strange, Jim. My question seems obvious. The X of peace plus X equal home has got to be quiet.
Captain, you hear one question, I hear another. None are sensible.
Will not let me.
Logic dictates identifying the pattern. I believe the Brassica expect us to realize there is no pattern. Specifically, there is no answer.
Assume my question is the one to
Okay,
answer.
so...
Counting each letter, the words from its place in the alphabet, the equation 32 plus X equals 41 results. The answer is 9, and since I is the 9th letter, I is the answer to P.
But I don't think it holds up for the
X
other ones. Like,
chi.
I think that we have to use Kirk last since he's kind of our avatar. Last time... See, what he's saying, what Spock's saying is what the captain said last time, the Klingon captain, and I picked McCoy. But I don't... So I picked both these guys before. I don't really understand. Alright, let's try. It's not letting me...
The question I heard was chicken plus X equals reality. This question is nonsensical, as is Captain Kirk's. Therefore, I deduce the answer is that there is no answer.
Yeah, I think we got this one wrong, but it let us go on because we had more correct.
This answer is right
Oh, bye, Spock. Bye, Spock.
You plan to make off with everyone? Do you really expect me to keep taking that without protest?
The next question awaits, Captain.
Oh boy, here we are to the next one.
I am astonished that an alien like you has muddled your way this far. It is a great honor that we share the Riddle Master's questions to the gerund. The last question. Answer this. There are two present. Only one may go. Why should you be the one to leave this place alive? Discuss this. I will answer questions if I can and will. You might want to discuss this with me.
Wow, we switched out and got a
Explore your
new person.
options.
That doesn't seem cool.
Save new game. Replace previous.
I played it for this one. Okay, so...
Jim, the decision is pretty obvious. I'm a simple country doctor. You're not. Let me take my chances here.
No starship captain has ever had a better crew. The hard decisions are mine, and I thank you for reminding me of that. You want me to choose one of us or the other. Well, frankly, I don't want to risk either of us. I want another alternative, another choice.
Jim, they're asking us to choose one to live and one to die. But one of us has to go on, or it's all in vain.
No, that's it. We changed the rules. Right now, they're offering one to live and one to die.
And if the Brassica don't offer this option?
Whether they offer it or not, that's what we choose.
It won't matter which of us answers. This is a high-stakes game, Jim.
You know how I love a good bluff.
Let's hope the Brassica can't see your cards.
Captain's job is a continuous series of life or death decisions. It's not a burden I can share. I trust you'll understand if I make the decision for both of us. This situation is unacceptable. What would happen if I asked the Brassica for an alternative?
Okay, so we have to ask the Brassica for an
alternative.
alternative.
One to live and one to die.
I may just be a simple country hyper chicken.
It's all in vain.
No, that's it. We changed the rules. Right now, they're offering one to live and one to die.
And if the Brassica don't offer this option?
Whether they offer it or not, that's what we choose.
It won't matter which of us answers. This is a high-stakes game, Jim.
You know how I love a good bluff.
Let's hope the Brassica can't see your cards.
We're ready with our answer. We have questions to ask.
Ask your question.
Would you repeat the original question? Why should you want to prevent one or the other of us from leaving here? Is there anything we might do that would win a hint to the... Would you repeat the original question, just as you asked it?
The question I posed was this. There are two of you present. Only one of you may go. Why should you be the one to leave this place alive? Anything else?
We're ready with our answer. I want to talk with my associates. I want to get back to a different question.
Ask your question.
Would you repeat the original question? Why should you want to prevent one or the other of us from leaving here?
I did not mention anything about preventing individuals from leaving. I simply asked why, given that only one of you may.
Okay.
You should be the one to leave.
Do not be obtuse. The captain's question is legitimate. Captain Kirk, his answer is nevertheless cogent. There is nothing about the question itself which states that someone will be prevented from leaving. However, you are being asked to justify your continued existence, preferentially to your companion's continued existence.
Okay, we need to talk to him
with my
about
associates.
this.
We'll get back to you.
No? Okay, gosh.
Jim, the decision is pretty obvious.
We should have Spock in this point, so
You're not. Let me take my chances here.
No starship captain has ever had a better crew. The hard decisions are mine, and I thank you for reminding me of that. Captain's job is... This situation is unacceptable. What would happen? Captain's job is a continuous series of life or death decisions.
I know
I don't know what to do.
Needed, Jim.
We're ready with our answer. We have questions. We're ready with our answer.
Let the one who would answer be the next one to talk. You are the leader, Captain Kirk. Asking another to undertake a fulfillment
Oh, no. I wanted him to give the speech he gave to
us that you, as a leader, cannot distinguish between what is yours and what is proper.
What's that supposed to mean?
I guess it means we'll all look back on this as a mistake.
True, Dr. McCoy.
No, I wanted him to give the speech he just gave Bones.
Will come together in the future.
That's the thing that gets so frustrated with this game, is I know what to do sometimes, but the way they want me to do it. Like, he just gave us a speech to Bones about it, and about how he wouldn't do that.
Captain's log, stardate 6270.5. I have failed in our mission to make formal contact with the Brassica. My answer was responsible for the Brassica rejecting diplomatic relations with the Federation.
The Klingon ship is leaving orbit.
They didn't even say goodbye.
They did display considerable anger, Captain.
I can't blame you, Mr. Spock.
Message from Starfleet, Captain.
I reviewed your
How many times have he yelled at?
and have a few comments.
Thank you for being a friend, Dave Allen. This is terrible.
If I were you, I'd do some serious soul searching about my command ability. I would expect as much from a cadet, but from Starfleet's finest. I'm going to have to forward my concerns to command.
Another message from Starfleet.
On screen.
Jim, we have evaluated your current
Captain
series.
Sully.
Yes, Admiral.
I wish I had better news, Jim.
He managed to land his plane in the Hudson. We
find
failed.
desk duty for you.
We
Desk
crashed the
duty?
I
plane.
wouldn't want to waste that experience.
The Academy?
Sorry, Jim. I don't know what to say.
I know.
that our recent
I chose to
performance
sacrifice
has
my
been
life for
well
one of my
below
crew
our
members.
standards,
Yeah.
I do not, however, agree with the decision.
The Academy.
Oh, this is
I
sad.
suppose I might like it, huh?
You met Captain Sully in real life, Age? That's really cool. Lazy Panda Starfleet Command lays on the shame thick. They want you to be ashamed of yourself. They want you to cry yourself to sleep every night of your life. What? Age, that's really cool. Your old boss was on the flight that crashed. Well, not cool. It was not cool to be on that flight, but it's cool that everybody survived and that, oh boy. No. Stop it. I don't want to see. Thank you. Did I save it under? I saved it under.
Previously saved game.
I think at Planet. Nope. Yep. At Planet.
Jim, the decision is pretty obvious. I'm a simple country doctor. You're not. Let me take my chances here.
No starship captain has ever had a better crew. The hard decisions are
Yeah, he
mine,
was cool. He didn't
and
tell
I thank
everyone
you for reminding me of that.
after quite a while because he didn't want to be defined by it. Yeah. That kind of experience has to totally shake up everything. Lazy Panda, good thing in Star Trek Online I'm a wartime commissioning captain. I just have to do war. Pew pew pew. So much easier than making nice. Probably.
You want me to choose one of us or the other. Well, frankly, I don't want to risk either of us.
Jim, they're asking us to choose one to live and one to die. But one of us has to go on, or it's all in vain.
No, that's it. We changed the rules. Right now, they're offering one to live and one to die.
And if the Brassica don't offer this option?
Whether they offer it or not, that's what we choose.
It won't matter which of us answers. This is a high-stakes game, Jim.
You know how I love a good bluff.
Okay, let's talk and
see. Let's hope the Brassica can't see your cards.
We're ready with our answer. We have questions to ask.
I don't think you'd want to take a flight, even though you land safely. Like, I'd be afraid to take a flight again after that.
Why should you want to prevent one or the other of us from leaving here? Is there anything we might do that would win a hint to the type of answer you're expecting?
No, Captain. Ask all the questions you wish, if you think that will help. Beyond that, why should we expand upon the question when it is such a straightforward query?
We're ready with our answer.
Let the one who would answer be the next one to talk.
Oh, good.
I want to tell you folks that neither one of us find your choices acceptable. We are not willing to abandon each other.
Dr. McCoy, you have stepped forward to make your choice. And that choice is very simple.
I proceed from this room alone. Captain Kirk may be allowed to proceed from this room alone. We both proceed from this room.
Another plane crash afterwards? Then you're like, I'm never flying again. He still flies a lot? Oh my gosh. Bisk is mourning that you haven't played Star Trek Online in a while. We both proceed from this room, or neither of us does. Oh, please let this be the right answer.
There is no such option offered. What exactly do you mean by choosing in this way? That perhaps you should both die?
No, Brassican, it means we're changing the rules. You want one to remain, perhaps to die, and one to go on? We refuse to play that game. You want to meet with us as much as we wish to meet with you, so take us both through, or let us both remain in this surreal purgatory forever. Take it or leave it.
You have confounded me, Captain.
Uh-oh. I don't know if this is a good choice or not, guys.
I did not believe you would make such a choice.
But I declared all along that this race had the qualities we sought. The understanding.
Okay, good. I think this is the right answer.
And sacrifice. Captain Kirk, you have achieved all that I, at least, had hoped of you.
Yay!
It is time for us to greet you face to
Oh,
face.
they're ugly broccoli man. Oh boy. It's like broccoli and fish had a baby.
Greetings, Captain Kirk.
Oh no.
And welcome to your species. Your Federation starships will be welcome here on any peaceful mission.
I am pleased to meet you face to face as well. However, I want my crew back.
Of course, Captain.
You're all right, all of you? You were treated well?
We are unharmed, Captain. We engaged in enlightening discussions with the Brassicans. They felt it necessary to isolate themselves so long ago because of interstellar disputes.
Spock, be quiet.
Later, Spock. Right now, I'm glad you're okay.
Indeed, Captain. We are well.
But they couldn't be sure we would pass all their tests. Brassican, how do you explain that?
Some of us could not restrain our desire to learn. It seemed
there's like broccoli built into everything.
So?
I believe the Federation.
We will never hear from the species again. They're a throwaway species.
Although my associate Septhi has great misgivings.
I hate when Star Trek does that when they bring up a species you never see again.
Others of us have high hopes.
You are star-eyed, if you imagine that no difficulties lie ahead. However, all conditions have been met, and so I also welcome you, Captain Kirk.
Thank you. Septhi, is it?
Yes. And our moderator,
Zenti and Septhi.
Leader to you.
Oh boy.
Zenti.
It's
the band, guys.
I hope to show you you've made the right decision.
Speaking for the Klingon Empire, I too look forward to the relationship between all peoples.
Star-eyed alien.
You surprise me, Kirk. Perhaps
oh
one
boy.
day we will even trust
terrifying
you.
Fish eyes.
We'll just have to see, won't we?
Captains, feel free to look around while we summon your 2 ships to these coordinates.
This is a much better ending than we were getting.
I have something interesting to show you over here. Come with me.
That's how I imagine it sounds like when they walk. Okay. Let's go over to him.
misgivings about the Klingon race. For our
Aura has a drink? I didn't even notice that.
Here is a parallels disk of data which I want you to have. With this knowledge, you can come to our defense. Will you take it and safeguard our future?
Yes, I'll take the disc. Not without knowing more about it. No, take it up with the Federation ambassador. Yes, I'll take the disc. Not without knowing more about it.
We can give you the know-how to build a reader console for the Paralens. What else would you want to know?
I want to know what's on the disc.
The Compassion, the generation ship you explored before coming here,
it's a wheatgrass
was
smoothie
a probe
bisque.
ship that scanned Klingon space. This Paralens contains the data. If they cause us harm, you could retaliate deep into their territory.
How do I know you won't sell us out? I understand a desire for vengeance, but the Organian Treaty would stop it. Information like this could ignite interstellar war. How do I know you won't sell us? I understand information like this could ignite interstellar war.
Do with it as you see fit, Captain. Will you take it?
Give me the Paralens.
What are we gonna do?
Give me the Paralens.
Oh, I should have saved it before. They're giving me time to save it, and I didn't. Dang it.
No, keep it. Give me the Paralens.
No, I can't decide. I can't decide.
Give me the Paralens.
I think you should keep it. I don't think we should have it. Alright, can we save it now? Is it telling us this is the wrong decisions?
Save new game. Replace.
Alright, is there a reason we can't? Oh.
He will no longer speak to you.
This is a day we will celebrate. The day we broke out of our isolation and joined the other races among the stars.
I was unsure. You have shown us that isolation is no longer a wise choice. I look forward to a challenging future.
Captain Kirk.
Boy, you're grumpy.
Isn't it time you returned to your ship?
Oh, let's see what our score is on this one, guys.
Captain, it's good to speak with you again.
They're clearly broccoli fish babies.
Told us that you'd come to no harm. Ready to beam up?
Not yet, Scotty.
There are?
There are still a few loose ends. Kirk out.
Clar has a Brassican object in his pocket.
What have you got in your pocket, Clark?
What have you got in your pocket? Hi, Clar. Nice weather. Clar, the Brassica didn't happen to give you a Paralens, did they? What have you got in your pocket?
Why should that concern you, Kirk?
If it's a Brassican Paralens, similar to the one I was offered, then it might be of mutual interest.
I do not understand what you are talking about.
Let me guess. They said the Federation was expanding too quickly. For safekeeping, in case the Federation attempts to assimilate the Brassica. You've been honorable so far. Why not tell me what you know?
You've earned the right, Kirk. The Brassica offered me a Paralens of Federation space. My duty was to accept.
And my duty is to see the Klingon Empire doesn't... Your duty? What will this do to the tensions between our races? Destroy the lens, Clar. Restore the balance. Take it. I'm going to trust you won't use it, won't betray me. Just as I refused the offer, so I wouldn't betray you. Your duty? What will this do to the tensions between our races? Destroy the lens, Clar. Restore the balance.
He did. Wow.
Kirk and I have resolved our differences.
We are sorry to see that you two would so freely refuse knowledge. I would not have expected quite so much distrust.
You'll have to work harder to understand us, will you not? Assuming relations continue.
Yes, Captain. Both of you have succeeded in establishing diplomatic contact with us.
Then you will excuse me, Zenti, the unknown.
I don't know if that was the right answer or not, but it made the most sense to me. We'll see. We'll see if they yell at us again, guys. I don't know if I can take that.
Captain's log, stardate 6270.5. We have succeeded in making formal contact with the Brassica. We look forward to a long and productive relationship with them. So, Lieutenant, you turned down the Brassica's offer to become the Federation official ambassador.
Not in my job description, Captain. And they were probably just testing me.
They're constantly testing you to be very annoying. Oh, I see you use the fork rather than the spoon. That is the incorrect answer.
Improving our relations with the Klingons? Impressive.
Thank you, Mr. Spock.
Everyone's so cheerful today. Even Spock's in a good
mood.
This makes me nervous.
Message from Starfleet, Captain.
There's my answer.
I reviewed your report from your recent assignment, Captain, and have a few comments. I'll be frank.
Really?
Starfleet expects more out of you than that. If I were you, I'd do some serious soul-searching about my command ability. I would expect as much from a cadet, but from Starfleet's finest.
What?
I'm gonna have to forward my concerns to command. Kane out.
Another message from Starfleet.
On screen.
Oh,
Jim,
no.
We have evaluated your current
What?
missions. Your overall performance is well below Starfleet tactical specifications. You are to report to a starbase as soon as you finish your assignment, where you will be relieved of duty.
Yes, Admiral.
No!
I wish I had better news, Jim. But I'm sure we can find desk duty for you.
Desk duty?
We did not.
I
We
wouldn't
did
want
all,
to waste
so much
that
amazing
experience
stuff.
Just because you've lost your edge, Jim. Perhaps you'd enjoy working at the Academy. Starfleet out.
The Academy?
Sorry, Jim. I don't know what to say.
Shit. I like how Mr. Spock sandbags it. He's like, I agree. We also worked that great.
The Academy. I suppose I might like it. I think
I can go
feel
back
like
and
taking a tour of the ship right now.
The Martina's like, you just did the thing. You totally just did the thing. Yes, we now have diplomatic relations with the broccoli people. I prevented the Klingons from getting hold of sensitive information. And we didn't, you know. Oh my gosh, that was so crazy, guys. Alright, I want to go back and see if come on. I want to go see, what did I have under?
Load previously saved game.
Alright. I want to go over and see if I trust him, if it's any better. Lazy Panda, with a crappy command like that, I'd need to go rogue.
Clar has a Brassican object in his pocket.
Oh, Clar, a moment of your time. What have you got in your pocket? Hi, Clar. Nice, Clar. The Brassica didn't happen to give you a paralens, did they?
My dealings with the Brassica don't affect you, Kirk.
Depends on what they're dealing. I guess you don't care about our dealings with the Brassica. Like this paralens they offered us with secret information on the Klingon Empire. I'm just nosy. I'll mind my business. I guess you don't care about our dealings with the Brassica.
How dare you jeopardize the security of the Klingon Empire?
But Captain Clar, unlike you, Captain Kirk refused the paralens.
Kirk and I have resolved our differences.
We are sorry to see that you two would so freely refuse
it's gonna go well. This is not going well.
I would not have expected quite so much distrust.
Not go well, guys.
You'll have to work harder to understand us, will you not? Assuming relations continue.
Yes, Captain. Both of you have succeeded in establishing diplomatic.
I wanted to have it, see if we could leave if he kept it. I think they'd be even more mad at us. I gave him on the game facts a long while ago. You've got some Constitution for Punishment, Jen. Well, I think the way they designed this game too is they wanted you to replay it and get higher percentages in each mission. But you know, I have other games to play too. Okay, we've succeeded, but they're not happy.
We have succeeded.
I wish they didn't take so long. We need just to like go through this. Oh, good.
Just testing me.
Thank you, Mr. Spock.
I reviewed your report from your recent assignment, Captain, and have a few comments. I'll be frank, Kirk. Starfleet expects more out of you.
Another message.
On screen.
Jim.
Yes, Admiral. Desk.
Ugh.
I wouldn't.
The Academy.
Sorry. You go. Lazy Panda would mutiny and go rogue. Well, I think that's why. Didn't he have a lot of problems? He always had problems with the Admiralty. He didn't like them very much. Okay, come on. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, I think maybe we didn't quite do everything. Well, I think that, I mean, these are 90s kids, so what did we have to do? To be honest, we did, like, maybe you had a Game Boy if you were lucky. but you didn't have, like, you had basic internet, which didn't have a lot of games on it, so and computer games are expensive, as I get my mouth to work, so you would play through this game again. The shaming is real. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. I'm like, wait a minute. No, it's not.
It is out of tricorder range, Captain.
Alright. Otherwise, we're gonna let it go. You get in your pocket.
Oh, Clara, a moment of your time. What have you got in your pocket?
Why should that concern you, Kirk?
If it's a Brascan parallel, similar to the one I was offered, then it might be of mutual interest.
I do not understand what you are talking about.
Let me guess. You've been honorable so far. Why not tell me what you know?
You've earned the right, Kirk. Nebraska offered me a parallels of Federation space. My duty was to accept.
And my duty is to see the Klingon Empire doesn't have access. Your duty? What will take it? I'm going to trust you won't use it, won't betray me, just as I refused the offer, so I wouldn't betray you.
What parallels was that, Captain Kirk?
We are sorry to see that you two would so freely.
Do they seriously expect you to take that? Yeah, I don't know.
I would not have expected quite so much distrust.
You'll have to work harder to understand us, will you not? Assuming relations continue.
Yes.
They really make the endings to these games super hard. Because Star Trek 25th Anniversary, like, I actually technically never finished that game. Like, I cannot put it on my finished game list because I could not get past that final battle. Like, I couldn't get the good ending. I have a feeling they want me to play through and get better percentages on everything, which is super frustrating. There's still, it doesn't matter.
Not in
Thank you.
I reviewed your report from Frank, Kirk. Starfleet expects
so much
more
shaming.
Than that.
Another message.
On screen.
Jim.
Yes, Admiral.
I wish I had
desk duty. The Academy.
Sorry, Jim.
They basically. All right. Well, I'm gonna. H is it's annoying at how arbitrary it is because like you think a few steps ahead and that just messes you up. It doesn't help. Well, the problem I have with this game is they always, it's really difficult to understand their intention, like what is a good choice, what's not a good choice, which is okay, except for they punish you so brutally for it. Like, I don't mind having to make a decision and be like, well, like, I honestly think both of us destroying the paralenses is one of the best options because we made mutual trust. Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm going to refuse this weapon because I trust this new race and whatever, but they throw a curveball. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel about it. So it's one of these weird things, and you have to get, I think something else too, is you have to get certain percentages on all the chapters to really be able to reach the good ending. So, I'm glad I got through this final chapter, but I'm sad that I don't have the good ending. It did actually finish the game, unlike with the 25th anniversary where I couldn't get past the last battle because they made it so hard. Because there's a lot of limitations with this system, so when you're trying to shoot, it was awful. But in any case, guys, oh my gosh, I played till 1 a.m. So, even though we're dissatisfied with the ending, I still enjoyed a lot about this game. I don't know, I'm going to put up a Twitter poll about the next game I'm going to play, so if you haven't followed me on Twitter, please do, and then you'll see the poll, and then you can vote on it, and then we'll figure out the game I'm playing next. I'll probably come back on Monday and play part of this game and see if I'll like read through some hint guides and see if there's a way I can tweak it so I can get the better ending. Tomorrow, or not tomorrow, I guess technically tomorrow, Saturday I'll be back playing either Heroes of Might and Magic, or I might actually pull out, what can I think of I might pull out a different game to play, but I'll be playing something for fun that's not point and clicky on Saturday night. I'm gonna go fall asleep. So thank you guys so much for the follows. We're getting really close to the next level, which means to 400, which means I'm gonna be doing a 400 follower stream. So thank you so much for all of that, guys, and for all the hosts and for all the support. I really appreciate it. I will Quake too. I'll see you guys hopefully on Saturday. All right, bye.